I forgot to change it last week. But still, yes, I am playing that one just in case.
There you go. Eternal Shaddai.
Thank you.
Oh man, what another week. Well, what is it? Cinco de Mayo tomorrow, baby. You celebrating, Terry? You getting drunk?
I don't drink.
Oh. Are you getting tacos?
I should. I have a great taco place like really close to me, and they have like the best like fish tacos. Like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness, you just said the wrong word. Fish tacos.
I get chicken too, but yeah.
That's usually for Friday, Fish Fridays.
No, I eat mostly all I eat is fish and chicken. Like I stay away from red meat. So
We're the same.
gotta stay healthy. Gotta stay healthy.
That's not me.
He's one of those like,
there's a lot of heart disease in my family, so I try to do better.
I see. What about you, Shaddai? You doing anything for Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, work. Yeah, until 3 p.m.
Me too, until 5 p.m.
God, jeez.
I'm gonna wash my car.
Oh, don't mention that. Like yesterday, I was supposed to wash my car, and then when I saw the weather, the rain will not stop until Wednesday. I'm like, shoot, I can't do nothing. Hey, but I came with an idea. If it rains, why not wash it while raining? It saves water.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works, Shaddai, but yeah.
Yeah, but when you have
you'll have a lot of water spots afterwards, but you do.
Hey, yeah, why not? Save that bill, yeah, and wash your car again.
Hey, when there's where there's downpours, the whole soap is gone. So yeah, of course.
Yeah, but it's dirty water.
Yeah.
How you know?
I will.
Dude, it's literally evaporates it gets a little purified in the clouds, but it's not that clean. There's still stuff in it.
Hey, our water is purified from Lake Ontario, so it's half Canadian, half here in the United States. So
I don't
it's
think
clean.
It's dirty.
Shaddai.
It's dirty.
Shaddai. Even back in the day, before the Industrial Revolution happened, people knew to boil their water. Just saying, man. I'm just saying. Okay.
Of course, why? Because of the campfires that they have. Oof, wait.
Dude,
yeah.
I am gonna
Because people knew about
for the first time ever, I have to wash my car inside the garage while it's on jack stands because I won't have time to do it on Wednesday because I'm literally trying to get the last of my repairs done so I can drive it to work on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
And my last part doesn't come till Tuesday, and it probably won't arrive until later in the day. So I literally have to cram the last of my repair work in like Tuesday night and Wednesday. So like my only chance to wash it is tomorrow. So I'm like, I guess I'm doing it guess I'm washing it inside the garage on jack stands. Why not?
Why not? Hey, it works. If it works, don't mess with it, Terry. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, another week has passed us by. Terry, what you been playing?
Shadows. Lots of Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's all I've been playing.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? And what do you think about it so far? Best Assassin's Creed ever or what?
It's not the best ever, but it's still real good. And I mean, I got over. I think I've hit somewhere between the 30-40 hour mark on it now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm well invested into it. It's good, and they got some updates and stuff coming to make some tweaks, so it'll just improve the gameplay even more. So it's good. I'm happy with it. It's only going to get better because Ubisoft is, giving it some more life.
Yeah, some free DLCs coming for it, right?
Free DLC, and they're fixing, and then they got some big fixes with the parkour and things like that. Because that's one of the biggest things people have been complaining about is, they can't climb on everything. It's like, boo-hoo, not everybody, is a cat and can just climb on everything, okay?
Hey, it's called Assassin. They climb on anything.
I'm pretty sure most assassins don't climb on anything. They just hide in a tower with a sniping rifle and call it a day.
Hey, there's no assassin without that ass. Yeah, like
I don't know what's going on right now.
No, it's just like
assassins today climb ladders. Okay, they're not doing parkour. I'm sorry.
No, I just want to point out there to the government. I know 0 assassins. I have never contacted an assassin unlike these two. I'm just saying, if anybody goes missing, you know what? You know who it was. These people know assassins.
Look, I'm just going off of my knowledge of the military, and I'm pretty sure they don't have parkour classes in the military. So, and I would assume most assassins are ex-military.
You know what? When it comes to adrenaline, you create anything.
I mean, it'd be kind of too hard to do parkour with all that heavy gear. Like, how are you gonna do parkour when you're wearing like over 70 pounds of equipment on you? Come on, be real.
Mm-hmm. Parkour.
I know parkour.
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 That's right.
Parkour.
Anyways, so Shaddai, what have you been playing, buddy?
Expedition 33. I finally got to open a little bit more of the world, and I became a little bit of a masochist, enter a new world, and I got killed 2 shots.
Wow.
Just because I was like, well, if I open this one, there's a possibility that I get a little bit more XP. Nope. Like, what you doing here, you get?
Excuse me.
And I got hit twice, and I'm like, wow, really? So yeah, I have to go back to square one until I level up, the right way.
So what do you think of it so far, Shaddai? Is it the best game ever?
From well, actually, it's an FRPG. It's French, so.
Dude, no one says that. Nobody says that, dude. Nobody.
Well, according to Axel, it's called ERPG because it's European. But
it's still part of Western. No, oh my god.
Yeah, I get it what you're saying, but it just,
god,
is the playabilities actually taken from JRPGs? You know what I mean? But no, I like it so far. I
wonder if we should just get rid of the whole like JRPG and just call it Asian, because why do we have to single out all the different Asian countries between, you have your Japanese, ones, Korean has theirs, you know what I mean?
So you want it
people
ORPG, Oriental RPG, and Occidental RPG.
Because when someone sees an RPG that is Asian, they automatically call it a JRPG, and it very well might not even. It could be Vietnamese, it could be Korean. Not everything is going to be Japanese.
Okay, so Oriental RPG.
No, don't say that. You're gonna offend somebody. Don't do that.
Well, what it is, Occidental, Oriental. That's what it says in the history books.
Oh, boy.
Oriental RPG?
Hey, that's more generalized, like Occidental.
No.
No, but it's really good. The story, it actually turned really dark. I got into this part, I'm like, really? This is what happened? It became dark. So I like it. I really do like it. I recommend it for a lot of people.
A lot of the a lot of the RPGs that Ubisoft makes are also made in Singapore and in China. You don't call those JRPGs. I'm just putting that out there.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like we're talking about Ubisoft here. They're rare.
Just saying, they're not rare, but I'm just saying, like, there's plenty of games that are made in other countries that aren't going to be labeled as such.
Yeah. So, guys, by the way, chat, let us know what you've been playing. We love to hear what you have to say. Of course we do, right? So yeah, chat, be sure to let us know what you've been playing. We love to hear what everybody's been playing, because that's the way we roll around here. All right. Anything else, Shaddai, that you've been playing?
No, for now is that. There's some others coming up, but I'm sticking to Expedition for now.
Okay. Cool. All right. So I finished Lies of P.
Woo! Congrats.
And I got the bad ending.
Oh. Now you gotta do it over. You messed up.
So I'm not gonna spoil it, but I get the ending where I know Shaddai's still playing this game. I don't know how much he cares, how much I ruined the story of a 2-year-old game.
A lot.
So spoiler coming up. All right, here we go. So the thing that brings puppets to life is something called ergo. It's like some sort of attachment to like previously alive people. And the ergo, if you look a lot like the person whose ergo you took, you eventually develop what they call an ego, which is like,
Okay, I'm sorry. This is funny.
yeah, which is when you recover their memories and whatnot, right? So, some puppets end up developing their egos because they remember their previous lives because they're so similar, right? And so then the whole point of this is, Geppetto used the ergo of his real life son to put it into Pinocchio, right? And Pinocchio never develops an ego, which is great, right? I'm like, I didn't develop an ego. I'm my own thing. I'm my own thing, Geppetto. I'm not your son. And so at the end, you make a decision. Depending on the decision you make, you get different endings. I made a decision, right? And basically, that decision was used to revive the original son as a whole, right? And so on that ending, I become a real boy, and it's literally called the real boy ending, right? I become a real boy, and I don't become a good person. I'm not a good person, but I'm a real boy. Holy cow. The game went dark. That ending was dark. Okay?
So that means he's not real boy. He's called bully.
Dude.
He's a bad boy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, to become the real boy that Geppetto wanted, which is like an obedient boy, and Geppetto in the game turns out to not be a good person. So, yeah, I went. I basically killed everyone and anything that talked to me and helped me, and like replaced them all with obedient puppets. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's the ending I got. There's 2 other endings. I don't know if I'm going to play it again to get those 2 endings. I might play it again to get 1 ending because there's some achievements that I need to unlock. But otherwise, that's where I'm at with it. But for now, I'm done with it. It was a really good game. My game of the year so far. Now, of course, I haven't played all the games just yet, right? And so,
you mean the game of your past years?
Yeah, because it's the year of the backlog, right?
Yeah.
It's the year of the backlog. So far, Lies of P is my game of the year so far. So we'll see. We'll see how much further it goes. So yeah. All right, let's check in with the chat.
You got me hyped now.
Oh man, to get the other endings, you have to do really specific things. So I got the common ending, if you will, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to get the other endings, you have to do really specific things at certain points in the game. And I'm like, ugh. I have to replay the game and make sure I do these quest choices. And I'm like, it's silly. I hate it when they do that, right? But it is what it is. So yeah. Shout out to my buddy Doggy Dog 420. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Shout out to Lidia Sarmiento. Thank you for being here. You are the real MVP. DE. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says evidently you have a link to switch your user only to, and you can unlink once a year. My 3rd Switch, I put in only licenses mode. I'm worried about my Switch 2 will be always online. I have no idea what's going on here. DE. I know that Nintendo's modifying their online stuff, but yeah, I have no idea. Sorry. Let's see. Doggy Dog finished Lunar Silver Star Story and A Way Out, playing Expedition 33 and Fatal Fury City of Wolves. Dang. Doggy Dog's got the gaming time. Shout out to him.
Don't worry, I'm behind you on that one.
Cougarman69 says, good morning, Axel. Everyone should acknowledge him as their tribal chief of YouTube. Absolutely. Acknowledge me, Terry. Huh? Acknowledge me. You got to put your finger up like this.
Do not acknowledge nothing.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Yes, thank you. Shout out to Fastback. Thanks so much for being here. You are the real MVP. DE says they should be called Eastern RPGs. Got to give a longitude range now. Yeah, exactly. What if it's a Russian RPG? Right.
That would still be Asian.
That's
Let's see.
Fastback
says Oblivion and Sniper Elite Resistance. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'm also playing Zombie Army 4 on the Game Pass with my friends.
And I forgot I am playing Xenoblade Chronicles 116 and I can't beat the last boss.
Let's see. Hi. Happy Cloud Gamer says, hello, everyone. Just got back into GeForce Now. Now you have 1440p to 120 frames per second with premium for $12 per month. I think it's faster than per month. I think it's an RTX 3080. It runs faster than an Xbox Series X. That's cool. I don't know if the latency is faster than Xbox Series X, but I know that latency is almost not gone now with cloud gaming. But I feel it a lot of times when I'm playing like games like Liza P, because you got to really hit those reaction rates on there. Let's see. All right. Oh, and shout out to, why can't I even see your name? Here we go. Prabdeep Diliwal, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Sorry if I slaughtered your name. So there you go. All right. We ready? Are we ready, everybody?
Ready.
All right. So I found an English website that talks about this. So keep that going. Here we go. Why can't I see this? Why don't I have my buttons done here? Here we go. Enhance. All right. So as you can see, Microsoft is reportedly working on Elite Series 3, which is awesome to me, right? Because I love my Elite Series. And so I really like that the Elite Series 3 is coming out because, as I said, your boy here loves his Elite Series controllers. These regular controllers just ain't cutting it for me. Sorry, they ain't cutting it for me. I have them because, I got them, but I play mostly on my Elite Series. And so Microsoft is reportedly working away on 3 new Xbox controller prototypes, including an Elite Series 3 and the licked Sibyl controller with haptic feedback.
You said licked.
And the leaked? The licked?
It's pre-licked. You better, get it now while you can.
Oh my goodness. Alongside...
You know what? That might make it sell better in Japan.
They buy stuff over there. That's weird.
They do.
Alongside its next generation console plans, Microsoft reportedly has 3 new Xbox controllers in development, including the Elite Series 2's long-awaited successor. Maybe all they're going to do to this controller is add the share button. I still don't understand why there's no share button on this controller. Ridiculous.
Because people using the Elite are too busy being competitive. They don't have time to share stuff with friends. They're too busy, killing their friendships with their competitiveness.
Yeah. If you want to take gaming seriously, you get yourself an Elite controller.
Yeah, you don't got no time for no friends. You're too busy, worrying about your KD.
That's actually true.
I have a Pro controller for my Nintendo, the Elite controllers for my Xbox, but on Sony I have my regular controller. I'm not spending money on that. What was it? The Sony Pro controller or whatever it was, right? So yeah. Anyways, the next generation of Xbox consoles, blah, blah, blah. All right. So according to Jez Corden,
your favorite
of Windows Central on the podcast, he says it's not necessarily something I'm willing to put into a report yet because I don't have a huge amount of information on this stuff. So take it with a pinch of salt for now. So again, making it up till it sticks. But I would think that they've been working on the Elite Series 2 for sure. And apparently they're working on that Sibyl controller. Now, if you remember back in the day, let me see if they have a picture of it, of the Sibyl controller. Right, the Sibyl controller was this one, the controller with the pants.
The controller with the pants, really?
Yes, the controller with the pants.
The
right?
ugly panda.
And this controller apparently was direct-to-cloud, Bluetooth 5.2. It was going to have a precision haptic feedback, VCA haptics, double as speakers, accelerometers, all that good stuff. So this one was basically going to be a combination of the Google controller and the PlayStation controller, right? So this is this Sibyl controller, which I think is awesome. I would 100% do this one. And it has a new way, lift to wake. So you just lift up the controller and it turns on. No more pushing the Xbox button. To me, that's kind of cool. So yeah, so 2 new controllers, Elite Series 3 and the Seville controller, and a third controller, apparently. Whatever that is. So those are the 2 controllers that Jez talked about. He said, we are getting some kind of Elite Series 3. I don't know if it'll be announced in June, though. I think maybe you'll see it next year. Maybe it launches with the next gen Xbox. We'll see. That's a lot of dates. So June, next year, or the next Xbox. I'm just throwing stuff out there. You know? But I'm still excited for it, you know? I do think upgrading the input to the games we play is always a positive. I've never been against upgrading the input to the games, so I think that's kind of cool, right? Right. So yeah, Terry, what do you think?
I think we talked too much about controllers. All right.
The hate comes.
I've never owned an Elite controller, and I probably never will because they're just an unneeded thing for my use. I mean, I don't play anything where I would benefit from it. So I mean, I mostly just play simulation games and RPGs. So like, I have no use for an Elite. Me. So to me, this is just like, another controller that I'm not buying. So I don't care.
She doesn't care. All right. Shaddai, do you care? Are you buying an Elite controller? Are you an Elite man?
Actually,
are you an Elite man, or are you a commoner?
Bro, actually, I do have an Xbox Elite controller with me. But
do you use it?
No, that's the question right there. No, I do not. You know why? Because that rubber actually came off, and I have Tokyo Drift on that thing.
Look at that. See? An expensive piece of crap.
And that's the thing. And that pisses me off because I'm
hard
like,
pass,
yep, hard pass for me too. And with the rise of prices, that one is going to be $300. Since we already talked about that Razer controller last week, that it was like $200. So Microsoft will raise it to $300.
$300.
No.
Yeah.
I will pass. Not even too long ago, we were talking about the Doom controller, and I have that one, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I think it's totally cool. I think
and that's another thing. Elite controller Doom for another Elite controller. Really? Axel, come on, man. I'm with Terry there.
Are you a trader with Terry over there? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know we battle out, but I have to actually agree with her on that one. It's a waste of money.
Oh, you heard it here first. It's a waste of money. Jeez, guys! I can't believe you would say such things about the controllers.
Stick it up your vault.
Stick it up your vault. All right. So there you go. So that's just the announcement, real quick, of controllers, real quick. I'm excited. Chat, let us know how you feel. Let's see how the chat feels. Let's see. Shout out to Cam May. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Shout out to Dan, the man Cunningham. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Doggy Dog says they'll want $250 for it, so it's a hard pass. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how much I paid for my Halo controller. Like most of my controllers are not the vanilla controllers. They're usually some sort of collector's controller. So if they make like a Halo Collector's Elite controller, I'm probably buying it. Let's see. Shout out to You're Wicked Hot. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And of course, you can catch You're Wicked Hot every Tuesday on Gaming After Dark on Noof Nukem's channel. Be sure to check it out, guys. Let's see. DE says that one has 6 programmable buttons, though. 1, 2,
yeah,
3,
even
4.
though they mentioned that haptic feedback, whatever that's called, that
so you're justifying paying over $200 for 6 buttons?
Yeah, you charge per button. Are you kidding me?
No, I don't.
Do you remember how much a Nintendo 2-button controller was? It's not as much as this 8-button controller. Okay. And now we got 12. We got 12 more buttons. We got up to 12 buttons. Yeah.
I'm
You
good.
charge per button.
Again, I don't need it. Like most of the games I play, I only need the, one. I just need the thumbsticks and 2 buttons. That's all I ever really use for the games I play. So I don't.
Yeah, you remember your Nintendo controller? It only had the D-pad and 2
Yeah.
buttons, and now this one has 2 joysticks, a D-pad, 8 buttons, and then the Elite has 4 more buttons. Oh man!
And I don't
They
use
charge
all the
per
buttons.
button, Terry, per button.
And I don't use all the buttons. The games I play don't use all those buttons. So it's
Oh, talking like a
Unnecessary
Stone
for
Age
me.
gamer.
unnecessary for me.
No, watch. Well, you do have a screen, haptic feedback, the stuff that you wanted, and
Yeah,
No,
it's gonna have a speaker and a microphone, Terry.
I turn that crap off. So no, I don't want that at all. I even turn vibration off because I don't want that on there. So like no.
I
But
can
it's
pull
good.
that on because I'm not
Actually,
competitive, so
vibration is good. It
I'm not a
massages your
tryhard like
hands.
Terry.
The vibration is good. It massages your hands, so you don't have that carpal tunnel on your hands.
No, that actually, that hurts. So,
What?
yeah, like
Oh,
I have to turn the vibration off because if it's on, it actually triggers it and makes my hands real sore. So no, I have to turn the vibration off.
Oh, so you got sensitive hands. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, who doesn't have sensitive hands? My hands are sensitive.
That's what happened when you use Palmolive.
Palmolive,
Oh.
yeah.
It softens your hands.
It is. It is. It softens the hand. Yes. I play this over here. All right, I'm not gonna say it. All right, let's see. Fastback says he will be getting an Elite 3 when it comes out. There you go. Team Fastback. You know what I'm talking about, Fastback. Yeah. Let's see. Happy Cloud Gamer says he wants that controller. Absolutely, I did too. Yeah, shout out to Frost. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, I'm on my 3rd Elite. LOL, it's hard going back to a normal controller, right? So I had 2 regular Elite controllers, and now I have 2 Elite Series 2 controllers. So yeah, it is hard. It is hard, man.
It depends. Like that Wolverine version 2, I know is wired and it still have the same setup as the Elite. So it's not much of it, and it's cheaper. It was $80 for me.
That's right, guys. Go Elite or get deleted. That's right.
Yeah.
I love that one. That's great. That's great,
Yeah.
Fastback. That's great. Yeah, and Doggy Dog is an elite buyer. He's going to get it. He says he's not going to pay for it, but he will. I already know him. He will.
like Matt Hardy be saying, delete.
Doesn't he say leave or something like that?
No,
Like with
he
his
says
hand up like
delete.
this, leave? I thought it was leave.
No, he's delete.
Oh, I thought it was leave.
No, delete.
I see. All right. So let's see. So yeah, anybody got anything on this anymore?
No.
No? All right.
Meow.
Meow. Okay. Meow. Let's move on to the next piece of news. If I can click the right button. Here we go. So, we love free games here. Another announcement. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, goes free on May 6th for Amazon Prime subscribers. So that's cool. So again, Amazon Prime always gives out free games, all that good stuff. Of course, here, this is an Xbox show. So I like announcing the ones that come to the console, right? That you can claim. So the New Colossus Digital Deluxe Edition, okay, is going free with Prime Gaming in May 8th. Sorry, I put the wrong date on here. It should be May 6th. Hold on, let me edit. Why did I put May 6th? May 8th. Update. There we go. May 8th, it goes free. So there you go. So you can get Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus Digital Deluxe for May 8th, and it is going to be cool. So right now, Minecraft Legends is the free game that's available. If you don't have Minecraft Legends, you can totally claim it for free. If you're a Prime gamer, or next, get, how I said the controller licked? Well, right here, you can get a game where
This image is so weird. I don't recall that ever happening in that game. So,
that's because this is the deluxe cutscene. Okay.
Got it.
The uncut.
That's right. So be sure to get yourself a copy of Wolfenstein 2. So Terry, you don't remember this game because you played the regular one. But what'd you think of it, though?
This one?
The game. Yeah, the game. Have you played it?
Yeah, like, is this the one where he gets his head chopped off and he still lives?
Oh my God! Spoilers! 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 Come
Lucas,
on!
Lucas
Oh
talking,
my
hey, Lucas
God!
talking with lots of P.
And that's the only way for me to tell them apart. There's a lot of Wolfenstein games. So I'm assuming that's this one. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say yes to have you stop spoiling things for me.
The one where you shoot the dog in the very beginning.
Oh my God! I hate you so much right now.
Well, the game is old.
I know. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. All right.
Some
go
people
on,
legit. Some people legit couldn't play this game because the very first scene you have to shoot your dog, and they couldn't do it, and they just didn't play the game. And I'm like, wow.
Isn't that John Wick?
No, you don't shoot your dog in John Wick. Your dog gets shot, but you don't shoot your dog. Yeah. So, anyways, other than spoiling the game, Terry, what'd you think? I just asked you what you thought of the game. I didn't ask you to spoil the game. Oh my god!
How am I supposed to tell you what I think of it if I have to? Don't remember which one it was. If it's the one that had that in it, it was a fun game. I approve. It was a good game. But I don't remember if that's the one.
So you approve of shooting dogs? You heard it here first, people.
I mean, in a video game, I do. I mean, in real life, no. But yeah, it's just a video game. I don't approve of shooting people either, but in a video game, it's okay.
Shoot the dog. Just shoot the dog, everybody. You heard it here first. I'm messing with you, of course, Terry. Yeah. So I don't know if it's the one where you shoot the dog, but it's definitely the one right there. So,
real quick, I don't know why, but this image, like the way that they did it, to me, the lady looks like Madonna to me, and the guy looks like the actor that played Rico in
Starship Troopers.
In Starship Troopers, and I'm like, I can't. I'm seeing Madonna licking Rico, and I just I can't. This is just weird. Looking at the picture, it's just weird to me. I can't.
Hey, you know what those Ricos stand for? Delicious. Google Translate. Google Translate Rico. You understand?
That's why he's getting licked.
The lick ducks edition.
You want to live forever? No. No.
Come on, you apes! You want to live forever? It's one of the best catchphrases ever, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't even his catchphrase. He stole it.
Hey, he was influenced by the most motivational man in all of war. His teacher. All right. Shaddai, are you going to claim your free copy?
You know what's funny? I was looking at my achievement and I was like, I know I played this. When was the last time I played? And it was on April 4th.
My goodness.
So I finished
of this year?
Yes.
Hey, that's not bad, right?
Yeah. Oh no, I did the whole Wolfenstein series except Youngblood.
So was I correct? Was that the one with the dog and the head chop?
Well, in honesty, the queen said chop his head off, chop with his head or whatever that's called Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, he did got his head chopped off.
It's okay. They just sewed it back on. Well, they didn't sew it. They just bolted it back on. So it's fine.
Only 3 seconds. No, but yes, I finished it.
Yay, I think. I want to say I think yay, but I don't know. I'm so confused.
Like it was the most messed up scene. Like you see it happen, and then they put it back on, like nothing happened, and he's fine. And it's like it's like when you played the that remake of Resident Evil, and like he gets his arm chopped off, he just throws some peroxide on it, and he's fine. It's like.
Well, actually,
it's like one of those scenes. It's like okay.
When you are a doctor, you know the time frame between is still usable or not usable. So he would like just try to catch it and put in the container full of water, and you'll be fine.
Remember that? Like he literally got his arm chopped off. He dumped some peroxide on it, and it just reattached itself.
That happens. I'm
just saying, video games have some weird stuff.
I had a cut right here. I put peroxide in and just bang it, and now the next day is fine. So it is possible. But no, I'm not gonna claim this. I don't do anything that is Amazon Prime-ish. Like I say, I'm not too much of a cloud gamer.
But you can claim the Xbox version.
I still played it, so I don't need it, and I bought it.
I don't need it either. I already own it, so.
Yeah,
I'm claiming
exactly.
it. I already own it, and dang it, I'm going to own it digitally too. Who cares? I'll double dip if it's free. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
There you go.
But no, I'll pass.
I will claim it.
But this lets us know that Wolfenstein 3 will come pretty soon. What a coincidence.
Right. Wolfenstein 3. Yes, absolutely. I think
the Lick Losses is going to be called.
They're working magic over there, so.
Actually, it's going to be called the Lick Losses.
The Lick Losses. It's going to be called the Delicious. The Ricolicious version.
The Ricolicious.
Yes. Liechtenstein. That's what it's going to be.
Liechtenstein. It's going to take place in Liechtenstein. It's going to go from Wolfenstein to Liechtenstein.
Careful with that tongue.
So funny. Let me check in with the chat real quick. The chat's on the roll. Let me see. All right. Let's see. All right. So Crazy Greek Dude says he might trade in his Elite Series 2 for 150. Might consider it, but Elite is the worst bang for the buck. I don't know, man. I got my worth out of my controller. Shout out to Big B Money. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Shout out to Web Dave. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, "Good morning, Xbox crew, Cool Cat, Terry, and Axel, and Eternal Shaddai." Yeah.
Web Dave.
Web Dave. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure to catch his show later tonight.
Yeah.
And yes, guys, hit that like button. It helps us get discovered, especially in the live section of YouTube. Yes. It looks like dumb Tom Brady in that picture. Yeah, right. Right. Motivation, litigation.
Oh.
Right. It's like off with his head versus chop with his head. Just kidding, just kidding. Giving you the business. There you go. And Doggy Dog's with me, yeah. If it's free, I'll take two, right? Can't beat free 99. Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree with Doggy on that one. Can't beat free. You can't beat free. So yeah, I'm definitely going with that one. So there's another announcement here, and I'm gonna go ahead and display it. Moving along. I'll have Terry read this one because I know she's gonna burst into tears as she reads it. Guys, get ready. Get ready. All right. All right, go ahead, Terry. You got this. You got this. You can power through this, Terry.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming May 26, 2026. Okay. All right, we are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations. The Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve. Hence, they realize all the memes in this game are super outdated and they're cramming to fix it because their game is going to be outdated by the time it comes out. That's what I interpret.
Yes, it's really back.
Their game is outdated.
Replace it. Replace it. What about the twerking? No, that's still current. The game that has taken 15 years to make is getting delayed to 16 years. I don't know how many years it's taken. Yeah, like 15 years, right?
No, yeah, I really do have a bad feeling this game is going to be so outdated. At least with the references in it, I feel like it's already going to be irrelevant with its references.
Yeah. So GTA 6 got delayed. And so it was, like, remember they did have a
trailer?
No. They had what do they call it? An investor call where they said it was still releasing this year, right? And now it got delayed to May 26th, which shafted me on the fantasy draft. They gave me fantasy draft as GTA 6 was my number one pick. Would have let me down, man. Would have let me down. I picked a bust. So now I got a big fat zero on the fantasy draft, should I?
Sorry.
I have as many points as you have. 0 points. So yeah,
Oh, that's
you know,
cool.
my good buddy Doggy, shout out to Doggy. He said, you know, if this game launches at $100, Doggy's okay with waiting another 15 years to play it
Another 15.
until it drops to like $5. And I'm on Team Doggy 100%. Right. We'll talk about price increases a little later, but yeah. Everybody's talking about how Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to launch at $100, blah, blah, blah. I'm not paying $100 for this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No way.
$100 for some bad memes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, not happening. Not happening. I'm not paying $100 for it. So, but is everybody excited for this? Of course they are. GTA is, I mean, it's a franchise. It's the only franchise it's the only single player game that outsells multiplayer games right now.
That's actually true.
The only one.
Because it's not truly single player anymore. People aren't playing the campaign; they're playing, online.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
GTA
playing
Online.
GTA RP, GTA roleplay.
But
Yeah,
remember,
that's why. It's because they'll play the campaign the one time, but it's all about online. That's
Yeah,
why
but
this game has has lasted as long as it has, is because of online. So
but
it's not really a
remember-
single player game anymore.
But remember,
your cat's
when
calling you a
GTA
No, because when GTA launches, like the month it launches or the year it launches, it already outsells the multiplayer games that year. Right? So it's the only one to ever dethrone Call of Duty and all that stuff. So GTA 6 is a powerhouse, and they know it. I think it's taken way too long to bring this one out. I mean, the last one launched on the 360. So the 360, the Xbox One, and now the Xbox Series. And who knows, maybe it might get delayed again all the way to the next one. So we'll see. We will see how it goes. But is the delay good for a game? I personally am in favor of delays. As much as I want to play a game, I'd rather them fix it and make it good on launch instead of like fix it or launch it broken. It lose all its hype, and then we have to wait like a year or two for all the fixes to come in and then play it how it was supposed to be, how it was supposed to launch. So I'm in favor of delays to make games right. And some delays don't help games because, they're just bad games in general. But I don't think GTA is going to suffer from that. So I'm for the delay. And like I said, we waited 15 years. What's one more year? Right? So yeah. There you go. That's how GTA is rocking and rolling around here. So let's see. Rockstar stole our 2025 auto. Yeah. And it's so funny. Everybody was avoiding that Q3 because of GTA. Right? And now that GTA is gone, everybody's announcing their Q3. It's pretty funny. And watch, I can 100% bet you that they're like, oh, it's launching May 6th. And so everybody's going to avoid May like the plague, And then like maybe a month before launch is like, we've decided to delay this till August. And everybody's going to move their games around again. I can almost guarantee you that's what's going to happen. This is the first of many delays coming. That's what I think. Yeah. So let's see. DE say maybe that's why it's delayed. They have a meme backlog. Stop going viral, people. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Stanley Francois, who says, how does GTA 6 need more time after all these years? What were they doing? This is crazy, right? Right?
Now they have to redo all the stuff they did because it's too old. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They got stuff that's a decade old in this game. They got to fix it.
Agreed. Roy Montumbo say, hey, from the UK. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And sorry, Stanley Francois, you are also the real MVP. Sorry, I forgot to say. My buddy Dog says, I love GTA, but no way. Why pay $100 to beat it in a weekend? I waited 15 years. I got 15 years to wait for a sale. I don't care about that online. Hard facts, Doggy, hard facts. Besides, they're going to charge you for everything they add online. You know how it goes.
Yep.
Yeah. And Doggy's with me. He says, that won't release till next October for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think this is the first of many delays, Terry?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This is that game that this is, I would say this is the true game of the generation, not Starfield, because this is the game.
Oh my God. Oh, guys.
This is
guys,
the
something
game.
happened. We just lost Terry. I don't know what happened there. So,
No, this is legit the true game of the generation because this is the one game that every gamer, for the most part, excluding myself because I couldn't care less about this game, but this is the game that everybody's hyped for. Like, if anybody had to choose between GTA 6 and Starfield, they would have chose GTA 6, and you know it's true. So, no, this game, they have to meet the expectations, and the thing is this game has so much anticipation. The expectations are so high, and the problem with games is they can never really meet your expectations when you expect too much, and people expect way too much for this game. So they either have to, hit it out of the park, or this is going to be a travesty when it comes out and it under delivers. So, you know what I mean?
Let me see. Hold on, Terry. Hold on. I want to get your opinion. Okay. Is this under delivering, or is this to your stripper expectation?
Honestly, the whole trailer to me just really fixates on the fact that America is filled with, like, our society we are a society of degenerates, because that's all that this trailer shows is the degeneracy in our country. Okay, it just tries to show all the bad parts that we have in our society, and that's why I don't play GTA, because like they want to normalize all of the stupidity that we have, instead of, they should be making this stuff, this stuff should be getting put down by society, so we stop acting a fool. But instead they want to make it look acceptable, so people keep acting this way, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought young kids would make stupid decisions when they're influenced?
Yeah,
by
but then when their stupid stuff gets put in a game, that it makes it look like that what they did was, justified and okay, and it's cool. Keep doing the stupid stuff.
But that lets you know where the stupid people are, either Miami or New York or California. They usually use specific cities.
Not all of these references are even American. I think they had some that had happened.
Can you imagine Grand Theft Auto?
Look at this. Look at this, Shaddai. Look, they got the Bills Mafia right here. Look at this. Right here. Hold on. Right here. Coming up. Bills Mafia right there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Wait, was that a COVID reference on there? Go back.
Wait, where?
There's a billboard that says the cure will come. It cures emotions. Never mind. It's for depression.
Emotions. Okay.
It's for depression. Okay. That's different. I was like, wait a minute.
Hey,
yeah.
But can you imagine Grand Theft Auto in Montana just trying to steal deer or bears?
I mean, Far Cry pulled it off.
Dude, it would be the most like dead world if Grand Theft Auto was in
Okay.
Montana. There's like nothing there.
Look,
Exactly.
but Far Cry did it. One of the best Far Cries took place in Montana, and people loved it.
That's true. That's actually true. That's actually true.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Let's keep checking in with the chat. Shout out to Cyber Gunther. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Fastback says maybe it's getting delayed because it's being optimized for the Switch too. Maybe Fastback. You never know. Let's see. They've delayed it so much they'll have to start including content meant for GTA 7 just to stay relevant. Oh,
dude, the fact is, they're probably delaying it because they realize it's not going to come out this generation, and they have to get it ready to be a launch title for the next generation.
No, I think it's something else.
It's going to be a launch
we've always
title.
had crime before Rockstar. Did Jesse James and Al Capone play GTA? Yeah, Terry. Yeah, Terry. Fastback says, we have always had crime before Rockstar. Did Jesse James and Al Capone play GTA? Yeah.
I'm not saying that we don't have
they were over
crime.
there with jazz and liquor.
I said degeneracy. People running around twerking on a car hood and being like half naked and doing all that kind of stuff. Degenerates. Okay. Al Capone wasn't running around half naked, was he? No. He was well dressed and accepted by the community. Actually loved him because he treated people well and with manners outside of killing people that
Let me kill you with good manners.
People crossed him, had a painful death. But generally, the civilians of Chicago loved him because he treated them very well.
I gotta agree with you.
there's
That
a
you gotta treat
difference.
people
There's
with
a-
some class. Make sure you wear some
There's a
suits.
difference
Yeah,
in how
with
people carry
manners.
themselves, and people today are, very, it's just not the same.
I
People,
love you, brother.
people have a lack, of humility and manners today.
Yeah.
Acting like a clown.
We live in a society now where it's okay for a kid to talk back to their parents and cuss their parents out and even call their parents by their first names, and that's accepted. That shouldn't be accepted.
What do you mean we? That doesn't happen in my family. Okay.
I'm saying we, as in our society. We all live in the
What do you
same
mean
society.
we?
Yo,
Okay.
the only thing
I don't
the only
think
thing that we
you've
got
ever
is
heard
this.
of the great
Like,
discipliner.
The American culture where we are raising a bunch of terrible the generations that are being raised now are terrible compared to like our grandparents' generation.
I don't think you've met the great American the great American Mexican discipliner called La Chancla. Okay, see, Shadang's got one right there.
This is the boomerang of the boomerang for mothers.
Hey, Shaddai, and when your mother threw it at you, she did it with manners.
Yeah, you believe me? Like, my mom is not gonna get me. Yo, she'll get you.
I agree that parts don't represent the whole, but the majority does represent the whole, and the majority, that's what's happening. Okay, it's the majority that's acting that way. It's very common, to see how kids are behaving today. Compared to like if you were to leave America and you were to go to other countries, children are very well behaved in comparison to American kids. Very well behaved.
Welcome to parenting. Xbox.
All right, Americans have failed in parenthood compared to the rest of the world, in my opinion.
On their
Right.
game.
So again, GTA 6. Get away from parenting. Back to GTA 6. Shadai, take it away.
Okay, I am with Doggy. Don't care about this one. I'm more into the Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
But the delay, I understand they want extra time. That's what everybody uses. Like you guys says, sometimes this is the new crunch time. So I'd rather have a delay than in crunch time.
They don't have a crunch time because they've literally already had 2 decades to work on this. They don't have a crunch time. This is literally this is them releasing it when they feel like it.
No, but remember in the past, it was like, oh, we had crunch, so this is.
Oh yeah, lots of games have crunch, and some of them still do today. But this one doesn't have crunch.
Rockstar was very public about doing crunch for GTA 5 and 4.
Yep, that's true.
And now
clearly they're not doing it for this one, because if they were doing crunch for this one, they would have gotten it out instead of delaying it. They're not doing crunch.
So you either want the game or you want crunch. Which one do you want, Terry?
I don't want the game at all. They can keep it, but I'm saying that they're not doing crunch. This is basically they have to get it right, because this could literally hurt them completely if it flops. I mean, it's not gonna flop sales wise because everyone's going to buy it, but then are people going to enjoy it after they buy it? Is what's going to matter.
They rather do this and crunch and release a bad game. So I think that's one of the reasons. But I think it's more of this. If we look at the calendar of 2K, August, you have Mafia, the old country, you have the 2K, WWE, you have the NBA, which is sells too. And then we just talked about Borderlands 4 being in September. So we're talking about 4 2K games.
No, Borderlands got delayed.
No, they
delayed it.
Didn't they just have like a direct?
No, the Borderlands 4, direct? they actually put it for a week early.
I thought they delayed it.
No, it did get pulled up a week. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as a company that I release 4 games in 1 year, I want to make as much money as I can with this.
Yeah, but Rockstar, they release 1 game per console.
No, that's fine.
If you're lucky. They might not even do that.
But since we're talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 being 26-ish, so I'm like, I don't want to release Grand Theft Auto 6 on 2025 and mess up all this game from our country to get messed up because everybody's waiting for this, because it will mess up the 2Ks and the Mafia. I want to make as much money as I can with those games.
Yeah.
and have it next year to mess up everybody's. So I think that's what happens. Other than polish and what you said, Terry, that put it up to date and not have it, 720p, 120 hertz. So, but I think that's what's going on. They know that they have 4 different products coming out this year, and they're trying to use this. And of course, they can manipulate, since everything is rising. We could go for 100, we could go for 120 collector edition, 300. So they know what they're doing, manipulating the cost type. So that's the way I think about the delay of Grand Theft Auto 6.
All right. Well, whatever the reason for delay is, point is it's delayed. Let me check in with the chat real quick. Cyber Gunther says $300 for GTA 6 Collector's Edition. Try $400, buddy. 400. El Nini says Day 1 Super Collector's Edition. He's in. Doesn't matter if it's $400, right? Let's see. Fastback says GTA is famous because we can do stupid wrong crap in the game and because it's wrong in the real world. Yeah. I think that's good. Let's see. El Nini says Al Capone ran multiple brothels. There you go. DE thinks his reason for the delay is that because PlayStation is forcing them. How many people would stop playing games and just play GTA 6 the rest of the generation? PlayStation is like, no, not yet. We haven't released Marathon. So yeah, there you go. Shout out to my beautiful wife, Luis Vian. Thank you so much for being here. You are the MVP of my life. She says yes to Terry the way she was talking about delinquents.
Yes.
Let's see. Fastback says my grandpa said the same thing about my hippie dad in the 60s. There you go.
I mean, they were massive degenerates to that generation. I would agree.
That's right. Remember,
they didn't want to. They didn't want to work. They wanted to be a bunch of louses, and they wanted to get high. So yeah. So basically, that's
so funny. Remember, those are the old people.
That's what we have today. That literally it started there, and it got way out of control for today. That's how that went.
Let's see. Cyber Gunther says Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto Crunch 6. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Big Mean Money says, good morning. I'm going to play Game Pass. I got 5 Game Pass to GTA come out. There you go. Yeah. El Nini says the delay is to optimize for the Series S. Hey, you never know. You never know. And shout out to RWKD. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, morning, y'all. What's up? What's up?
No, the delay is for the next console because isn't PlayStation Pro, like 6 Pro, coming out in 26? That's what it is. It's going to be a launch title. I'm telling you.
I don't know. It's going to be a launch title. The console generations for the past 2 generations have been 8 years long.
Yeah, Xbox is skipping that Pro part. PlayStation is still launching theirs. I'm thinking.
No. I think the last 2 generations, because the 360 was 8 years.
The 360 was 8 years. No, I thought that was 10.
No, it was 8 years, wasn't it? Let's see, 2023. Oh my God, you're right. It was 10 years.
The 360 was 10 years, and then everything after that was a lot shorter. But PlayStation has their Pro or whatever.
Yeah, so the PS5 Pro did come out 3 years into the gen. It's usually the halfway mark, right?
Yeah, usually it's the halfway mark. But
yeah, so this gen might only be 6 years long. So
Xbox is skipping the mid-gen thing, and PlayStation's still doing it. So they might be having to optimize this game to perform better on PlayStation's higher end PS6.
So it would be like the PlayStation Pro 5. I don't know. The PlayStation Pro 2, a PlayStation 5 Pro 2.
I think the 6 Pro comes out next year. So it would make sense that that might be what it is. They need to have the game ready for that.
Okay, so here you go. So it came out in 2024. So let's see. This generation launched in 2020.
What came out in 2024?
The Pro. We knew about it for years in advance, but it didn't launch until last year, the 2024. So that's 4 years. So never mind. This generation might still be 8 years, Terry. So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to Onboard 200. Maybe he has a good point here, Terry. I think what happened like last launch, released on this gen, wait like 2 years later for an update version for one new feature. Oh. Because you know what? GTA 5 just got updated for the Pro, right? So yeah, no lies detected. No lies detected. That right there. Yeah. So he has a good
and,
point.
and
Shout out to Tom Hall.
I'm confusing my PlayStation 5 and my PlayStation 6s, but that's only because I saw a post from Sony like a couple months back where they had announced that they were getting ready to launch like for the next console, which is probably the PlayStation 6. And everybody in the comments was mad that they're getting ready to launch the PlayStation 6 so soon because they have barely gotten any use out of the PlayStation 5. So they're like, why are you rushing into 6? So I think I'm just getting things a little confused, but that's supposed to be coming soon.
I know that there's rumors that Xbox might launch their next console in 2026.
Yeah, so
which will give them a 2-year leap on the competition, was what I heard.
Yeah, but still,
wait,
that would make GTA 6 a possible launch title.
But again, remember, Xbox is
think about it. If you can get GTA 6, would you want to play it on the next gen Xbox or last gen PS5?
What about none?
That's not an option. All right, you got to make a choice. Shaddai, you got the chocolate coming at your head. What are you picking?
Red Dead Redemption.
No, you got hit by the chocolate. Shaddai's got murdered by the chocolate. All right, that wasn't an option.
Yeah, it wasn't an option.
And you know what I'm talking about, Shaddai. You don't get options.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to develop this for the next gen, personally, because you got to get kits out, you got to get SDKs out, and all this stuff.
Now they'll just port it. I mean, that's what all the launch.
That's what I mean. To port, you still need SDKs.
That PlayStation 5 had reports anyway from PS4, and they got away with it. So
all PlayStation 5 has today is nothing but ports. Terry, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying they got away with it. They didn't make any freaking games for the PlayStation 5. All right, they were all PS4 games that got ported.
I think we should stop calling it the PlayStation 5 and start calling it the Remake Station 5 because that's all you get.
So I'm just saying they can literally. They can literally, optimize this however they can to have it release for the next Xbox, and they'll just port it for the PS5 or whatever they want to do with it, because PlayStation is going to be behind if Xbox does the next gen launch that early.
Yeah, but I think they mentioned between 2027 2028 for the new console.
Yeah, well, this game will probably get delayed till then.
Yeah, 2027. Yeah, I can see that.
Hold on a second. I gotta prepare a little video here. Hold on. Somebody said something funny in the chat, and I gotta say something. Gotta do something. No, can't find it. Okay, whatever. All right, here we go. Happy Cloud Gamer says, let GTA do whatever they want, just like in American Pie. Nadia, and she's going through my stuff. Nadia can touch anything she wants. GTA can do whatever they want, all right? Let's see. Well, if you're Rockstar, you want to optimize for the most popular hardware, not most powerful. Agreed. That's been Rockstar's thing, yeah. Let's see. Unless Rockstar and PlayStation are like, hey, we have a huge parallel AI on this PS6, it'll do wonders for your city simulation. Yeah, maybe. Fastback. PS5 means only 5 first-party games this gen. Oh, fired. No lies detected, though. All right, I think we've killed this GTA topic, right? I think.
Yeah. At this point, we're not even talking GTA.
Yeah, we moved on past GTA. We're here talking about American Pie, how to raise your kids.
It's true.
All kinds of stuff. So let's move it along.
Games in Montana.
All right. So the month of April is past us.
We need more games in Montana.
The month of April has passed us by, everybody, and the April Indie Selects have been announced. No Terry Indie Spotlight today, as we are doing the Indie Selects.
Also, that means it's Terry's, section now.
Break. It's Terry's break, so we're gonna watch a few trailers. Some trailers. Let me hit the pause button here to get my volume going.
Only properly. 6? Really? Only 6?
Yeah, there's always only 6.
Where are you been?
It's not that many selects.
They pick 6 every month.
What do you mean? I thought they had 9.
You've missed majority of these, so it's 6 every month. Just take my word for it.
It's 6 every month. I agree with Terry.
Well. Since she does a lot of indies, can you add 3 more from your part, Terry?
All right, here we go. So the first thing to select is something called Wonder Stop. Let's watch the trailer now. We are watching this trailer from the Xbox Direct to Buy webpage.
We got penguins.
Let me know if the volume's too loud or anything, okay, guys? What's going on here? I have
Wait
no
a minute,
idea.
he's not a penguin. Penguins don't fly.
In the game, it does.
Right?
He's mastered the unibrow.
I don't know what is
Gives him
happening.
the power of flight.
I think this is Angry Birds.
Oh, this is kind of cool though. I like it.
Okay, she's crafting something.
All that water for one ingredient. Okay, keep adding.
And then she kicks it. Pulls the lever, and she makes herself, out of all that water, a little serving of tea. What? Oh,
Hey,
they're
he
fighting for the
brought
cup.
the cup. He brought the cup. No. He had the cup. It's his drink.
No, he didn't. He steals the cups.
He didn't steal the cup. She didn't have a cup. He brought a cup because he wanted a drink. She gave him a drink and then gave it to some other guy,
No.
dude.
I have no idea what the point of this game is.
It's a tea shop game, I guess. So it looks like we're running a tea shop. So you're probably gonna
it's
have to
like-
do like
Alright,
some
let's see.
farming, I would assume, so you can get your ingredients to
Wonder
make the
Stop?
tea.
Here we go. Wonder Stop is a narrative-centric cozy game about change and tea. Oh my god!
Look,
Played
I
as a
got all
fellow
this.
fighter named Alta, you'll manage a tea shop with a magic
See?
word
I told you, I got all this from the trailer. Weren't you watching it?
and tend to the customers who pass through. But Alta does not want to be here, and if she gets away, if she gets her way, the tea shop will be nothing but a brief, painful memory.
Yes, and it
All
says
right.
grow and harvest ingredients for your tea. So that's what I figured it would be. So yeah, it's going to be like a farming sim, only instead of just having a farm, you are running a tea shop. So I think that's cool, and this game will probably do well.
So it's similar
All right,
to
so this
Overcooked.
game is
And Annapurna Interactive does usually pretty well with their games, so I am familiar
this
with
game
them.
is $24.99. Terry, you buying? Don't answer that. We'll answer later. But are you interested?
Yes.
All right, Shaddai, you interested?
That I was asking Terry, it's like similar to Overcooked, right? That you
No.
gotta put up.
No, Overcooked is different because you don't do any farming. You just have to do a lot of chaotic cooking. So
But this seems to me is chaotic tea shopping.
no, this would be more like, oh, what's a good one? They have games where you have to run like a restaurant, but not like Overcooked
Yeah.
restaurant, but like you have to get all your fruits and vegetables and things, and then you run the actual restaurant and do all that kind of stuff. It'd be more like that. So only instead of it being a restaurant, it's a tea shop.
So it's like Stardew Valley. That you gotta do.
Kind of like Stardew, but Stardew I feel like is more farming heavy. But
Okay.
yeah, it'd be kind of similar.
Okay. No, I am not gonna get it.
You're not gonna get it.
No. No.
Pass.
Yeah. I was about to say that. Pass.
Pass. Right. Yeah, this is a hard pass for me. Screw that tea shop crap. All right. I'm on Team Fastback here. I will wait till GTA 6 to make and drink tea I stole. Yeah. Agreed. All right, up next is a game called Promise Mascot Agency. Let's see. Do they have a trailer? Oh, they do.
Yeah,
All right,
on the
here we
second
go.
one too.
But just for the
hold on.
record, they worked on
Richard Zimmer.
Stray and Neon White and
I love
Open
Neon White.
Roads
I'm not
and,
against it. And
and open roads and stuff like that. So
Yeah, no, I'm not
good
against
indie,
Annapurna. I'm just against
good
that
indie
game.
studio.
After the guy got fired. Yeah.
All right, here we go. This one is called Promise Mascot Agency. Promise Mascot Agency. All right, got an anime feel to it.
What is it? Killer 7 vibe.
With a broom.
A Yakuza legend with a broom. And trusted with the future. The future stolen by Ford. What the heck?
It's a cleaning shop.
I'm so confused with these trailers.
This is their version of Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
So
Hotel
now it's
Promise. Okay, yeah. Okay. What kind of mascots are we talking about here?
So it's called Like a Broom.
So we got
Got
an
it.
egg.
Pinky.
Is he
Oh,
flipping
this is a
everybody
narrative.
off?
I can already tell this is a narrative game.
Okay, so it's gonna be like
It's like Pokemon.
like
But for hotel.
Danganronpa, right? It's gonna be like that.
I see what you mean.
I've never played Danganronpa.
Yeah, I played that a little bit. It's kind of weird.
Okay, so confused. I'm so confused. What the hell? Latex lady. And he's doing drive-bys with his mascots.
You know, that little K truck is, got a lot of power for a K truck.
And then he's on a spinning bed. Wow. All right. The intro is something. All right, let's see. Description. Comes a mind-bending open-world narrative adventure mascot management simulator where mascots are more than just symbols. They're unpredictable forces of nature. Step into the chaos, unravel the conspiracies, drive a tiny truck, and keep it all together in Promise Mascot Agency. Wow. For me, this is a pass. $24.99 pass. Terry, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm not interested in that.
Yeah. Should I?
Pass.
Pass. All right, moving on. Up next is Monaco 2. Hold on, I gotta.
The first one was.
Wait a minute, this one looks familiar to me.
Yeah, because it came out on the I think PSP, the first one.
Possibly. Let's.
It was really good on the first one.
Okay.
I mean, it's good enough to get a sequel, so there you go.
Let me see.
Let's check it out.
Okay, crew. Nice and casual like.
Ooh, we're doing a heist.
It's always been.
Oh, it
like
is a
that.
heist game.
Yeah, it's always been like that. A heist.
A co-op heist?
I don't know. Hold on.
Got your hacker.
Yeah, the first one came out in 2013.
I can handle it.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Pockets the Mule.
Who needs metals when you have the riches?
Always a sake.
Snake or Sake the Prowler.
Smooth and subtle.
Fear not, for I have supplied.
Gibson the engineer, hacker.
There, that was easy.
He's engineering with a shotgun.
He got us a crossbow.
King Dreg the boss.
Well done, lads. Tally ho.
Tally ho.
Monaco 2.
That looks cool. It's by Humble.
Mm-hmm.
All
Humble
right.
helped them.
Let's see. All right.
Oh, you're so humble.
So $24.99 for Monaco 2. Monaco is a city overflowing with luxury and greed, which makes it a perfect target for you and your international gang of criminal masterminds.
Love it.
The best of the best have been assembled, and they'll need to work together using their unique abilities to rob the city blind. Do you and your friends have what it takes to bring the city of Monaco
Yeah,
to
it's co-op.
knees?
That gets me excited because a lot of these.
Local co-op 2 to 4, online co-op 2 to 4. Terry,
Yes, this is great because a lot of these games that are similar to this usually end up being single player. So this is awesome.
yeah, there you go. All right, Fastback finally put down. Interesting. Yeah, he's interested in Monaco 2. All right, Terry, you're in, right?
Yeah, it's got co-op. I'm in.
Actually, you know what's funny? That the creators of that is not. See, the first one was made by Pocket Watch Games.
It's still
And they
made by
had-
Pocket Watch Games. Humble is just publishing.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm looking at it supposedly Nintendo Switch, but hey, whatever. But the first one, like I say, came out in April 24,
See,
2013.
right there. Developed by Pocket Watch.
Ah, yeah.
Published by Humble.
See, false advertising should have said
It's
Pocket.
not false advertisement. The publisher always kind of goes first.
Anyways, Shadai, you in?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the first one looked interesting when I first saw it, but I never got the chance to play it. But yeah, I'll get it.
All right, well, there you go. Shadai's in. All right, and this is a
Return
maybe.
the heist,
It's a maybe for me.
like always.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Fastback has a good point here, Terry. So this crime is okay, but not GTA? Oh, good point.
Oh my God!
What if
I
you leave
literally,
the top from Cool Cat Terry?
I am not
If you're
against.
you're robbing, but not if you're just.
I'm getting triggered. I am not against crime in video games. Okay, I have no problem with there being crime in video games. My problem is the over embellishment of the other things that GTA likes to put focus on that is unnecessary. Okay, you can go and be a degenerate and run around with a gun and rob a freaking, a strip club. Fine, but you don't need to have all the other nonsense in there. Okay, you don't.
All right, so hold on. So you can go in rob a strip club, but you can't have the other nonsense in there. Like what? Like the strippers?
No, like you don't need like the people, having the stupid, street takeovers and twerking on the freaking cars and doing, that's unnecessary. You don't need all that in there.
All right.
Okay.
You just don't know about factions in the crime world.
Look, street takeovers are horrible and they are killing the car community, and it's making it really hard for legitimate people who are car enthusiasts to actually enjoy their passions, because everything is becoming illegal, and we got racetracks are closing down left and right, and we got freaking, you can't even get together to do car meets anymore because you have these stupid idiots that want to go around hot dogging on the road and crashing into stuff and having their street takeovers to where now we can't even have an honest car show anymore. So no, I am very against that kind of stuff because it's giving the wrong message to the kids that are going to be playing this game. And it upsets me because it's ruining a very good hobby, which is, cars is a fantastic hobby to have. And we don't have an outlet anymore because these other people are ruining it.
Right. LDD says, killing people is okay, but twerking not okay, Terry.
No, they've gone too far. They've gone too far, man. Blood over butts. Blood over butts. We do have car shows at the tracks, but it's not enough. It's just not enough because it's just they're getting shut down. The people aren't going to the tracks anymore because now you have everybody, doing street takeovers instead because that's free unless you get, unless you end up in jail or they crash your car, then it's not free. But otherwise, it's free.
That means that
you can just go to the track and race your cars, right? Now, if you want to go to the track, and again, the track is killing itself too. Now, if you go to the track, you're gonna do all this registration, have medical there, fire department there. You got to pay for all this crap. So I can either do it legally.
It depends. It depends on the $1,000. It depends on the kind of track you're doing. If you're doing circuit, yes. But, here in Georgia, there isn't really any circuit tracks outside of your professional stuff that NASCAR uses. Mm-hmm. It's Georgia is predominantly drag. So literally you can take any car you want there. You don't have to have any special stuff. So it's just drag. You can go take your mom's minivan there and have fun if you wanted to.
So that means they cannot have females going like this, go, because
no, they don't do that.
That's right. No, that's right, girls. Remember, no more taking off your bra to tell guys to go.
Yeah.
Just ruining.
It makes no sense because that goes against the male nature. When the woman is doing that, why are you fleeing from that? Why are you not staying?
Oh my gosh!
Make it make sense. If the man sees a woman go topless, why are you running away? Why are you not staying?
It sells. That's the problem.
I'm just saying, a man's gonna want to stay, but for some reason they always flee.
Yeah, but who's gonna win the car race if they're gonna stay there?
Didn't they do that like in a movie, like maybe like Not Another Teen Movie or something like that, where they were making Fast and the Furious, right? Where they were doing like the Fast and Furious cutscene. I thought they did that on Not Another Teen Movie, where they're like ready, and the girl is all like acting sexy, and she's like go, and the cars are just steaming, but they don't actually go.
I have not seen that. That sounds funny though.
I think they did that on one of the movies. And I remember seeing it somewhere. I just can't remember where. And I thought it was hilarious because they were making fun of like the Fast and the Furious.
Maybe I haven't seen that. Grease didn't do that. Grease, she just had a scarf. So no, they didn't do that in Grease.
Shout out to Sir X-Man. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And yes, please hit that like button. It helps us get discovered, especially in the live section of YouTube where we compete. We appreciate it, everybody. All right, moving on. So again, racing's okay, twerking's not. Let's move on.
Legal racing is okay. The street takeovers need to stop.
And legal twerking is fine.
Those aren't street takeovers, Terry. Those are twerk takeovers, okay?
No, they're just it's just a bunch of people ruining everybody else's day, taking up an intersection and destroying property. That's all that is. That needs to stop. Okay? If you want, at least go out to the country on a back road somewhere if you want to do that where you're not affecting anybody. Okay? Don't be doing it in the heart of a city where thousands of people now can't go anywhere. Like that, stop it.
There you go.
Just create fences.
Glitzer's in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says GTA 6 can let gamers kill thousands and moralists will yawn. But if there's another hot coffee mod, oh, there'll be hell to pay.
What?
I don't know. I guess GTA 5 had a hot coffee mod and people got all upset about it. I don't know. I don't play GTA. Sarksman says, Terry, welcome to real life Need for Speed Underground. Yeah.
No, because they were literally in the underground. They weren't in the middle of the city, in the middle doing street takeovers. They literally were in like parking garages.
No, they weren't. That's not how I play Need for Speed.
You know, Need for Speed is all about illegal street racing too. I will say that, but at least they're not taking over the whole city and make it to where no one can commute anywhere and crashing into everybody else's stuff.
All right, let's move it along. Whew. Jesse James. Axel is so nice. He can't even break the law in GTA. Yeah. No lights detected. Actually, like when the red light is on, I stop. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Because all the cars start honking. I don't know. I have a good
I used to do that in Driver because Driver, that was like the only time the cops would chase you is if you were like run through a red light or were speeding. As long as you stopped, the cops wouldn't chase you. And you could turn your turn signal on too.
All right. So remember, everybody, monocle crime, okay. GTA crime,
I'm
not okay.
I'm not against crime in video games, man. Like majority of games have some sort of crime. Most of them theft and death. So it's like.
Well, that means killing in what is that called? Assassin's Creed Shadows, but not GTA.
That's right.
I'm not against killing in GTA. Why does everybody keep thinking I'm against the crime? I'm not against the crime.
Terry, the only game I ever want to hear you play from here on out is Tetris. Okay.
No, that's block abuse.
Block abuse.
Black
Oh my gosh. All right, let's move along. Time here.
Oh man.
All right, so up next is a game called Sledders, not to be confused with Shredders.
I wonder if this one's good though, because there aren't enough.
That's true.
There aren't enough snowmobile games.
Yeah.
There are some, but there aren't very many.
I mean, it looks pretty.
I'm with you, Terry.
We got the deep snow.
Oh, even first person.
Oh, we're doing stunts.
Okay, Terry, is that legal or illegal?
If there's a ramp there, it's totally legal, right?
Hey, you're in the woods. There's no.
There's actually no laws against you doing a flip with your snowmobile. So yes, that is legal.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Terry. There is no law saying don't flip your snowmobile and break your neck. Yeah, I gotta agree with Terry on that statement. Look at that. He's doing a wheelie, a snow wheelie. There you go. Slitter.
That's cool.
All right, so this is out for $34.99. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. It says shred your sled in an open world backcountries. Sledders is a realistic physics-based snowmobile simulator.
Ooh, physics-based.
Oh my gosh, they went full French. Maneuver.
It's maneuver. That's how you spell maneuver.
Maneuver. The big open terrain. Plow through tons of fresh snow, conquer the mountains, and reach the peak faster than your friends.
I mean, we do use French words in the English language. Okay?
No, we don't.
Like rendezvous and maneuver. Parkour.
Right.
Okay, that was
parkour. Right. Online multiplayer 2 to 16. All right, but it's competitive because it looks like you gotta mod your snowmobile and be faster than your friends. So Terry, are you gonna shred it up in letters?
I like how they clearly, because if you're familiar with the brands and the designs, that is clearly an Arctic Cat, and they clearly have a Skidoo. They just took the branding off, of course. But no, I like it. I like it. It just really depends on how the gameplay is. Like how, it's like when you play any kind of car racing game. There's the ones that feel good. The cars feel good when you race, and there's other ones that just feel kind of clunky and slow, and it's not fun to play. So it's really going to come down to the mechanics on whether this is a hit or a miss.
Terry, you play Expedition, so it should be good for you. This one.
It's
So
not the
anything
same.
that car simulator.
It's not the
this is for
same.
you.
It's not the same.
Well, hey, you say your reaction was like, "Ooh, physics." See, Expedition is all physics.
This is
So
true. This is true, but not all their physics are legit. There's some BS that you can do in that game. There's a lot of BS you can do in that game. You realize the amount of weight I've carried on the roof of my cab that you're
I
not
wouldn't
going to do?
I wouldn't be surprised on this one. It doesn't make any difference. One is mud. and
I've
the other
used
one is snow.
winches as what do you call it? You know how like mountain climbers? I've used winches to mountain climb and scale down mountains with my truck.
See what I mean?
So,
See what I mean?
there's not all of it is true physics, but it's a fun time. It's a fun time.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised you get some weird physics.
But
games
I am
with some
interested
freaks.
because, like I said, there aren't enough sledding games like this, So it'd be good to have another one that would hopefully be quality. Because usually when you get snow related stuff, it's usually going to be like snowboarding, So it'd be good to get
Or skiing.
skiing too. So it's nice to get some snowmobile action.
Yeah, because that reminds me of, like you said,
Snowmobile, snow
or
machines.
snowboarders like that SSX, whatever.
If
they're
you're
called.
Canadian or Alaskan, you say snow machine. So yeah.
The snow machine.
Yeah, snow machine. Yeah, sure. All right. Let's see. I'll let you read this one, should I?
Okay, my love, I'm here to tell you that I love you and that I'm happy to share with you what you truly love. Oh,
Oh,
my lovely
so
Lydia.
cute.
Yo, she's actually beginning to, to get into video games.
Yeah, there you go.
So she's right now going little by little. Right now, she's dealing with Nintendo Switch before she comes to the bigger leagues.
I have seen the top of the mountain, and it is good. There you go, Doggy Dog. Let's see. Yeah, all right. Everybody's good. And
The only thing from the trailer, they only showed deep snow.
Yeah.
So I want to. Well, there's different kinds of sleds. You have your deep snow builds, and then you have your ones that are more for trail riding. So do they have a mix, or is it just deep snow? Because you don't race usually in deep snow.
I think you need to send a letter to Honky Games Hawaii, okay, and ask him this question.
Deep snow is great, but that's usually like it's different. It's like downhill skiing
It looks
and
like the
cross
trails-
country skiing. They're
It
different.
looks like the trails are packed, but off the trails it's fluffy.
Yeah. So see, that one doesn't look like a deep snow sled. So it's different style sleds.
Yeah.
Okay, good. As long as they vary it, because like I said, it's different. You have a different sled build depending on if you're going to be on a trail or in deep snow.
Mm-mm. All right, so Terry, you in?
I kind of am. Yeah.
All right, Di, you in?
It's one of the things I miss. I
I-
miss snowmobiling, man.
If I couldn't stand Expeditions and Mud Runner, I would not go for sledders.
Dude, true
Yeah, and,
story.
this is a hard pass for me. Sorry.
When I left Wisconsin and officially moved to Georgia to settle down, and I had to sell my sled, that was one of the saddest days. And I had to sell my sled, and I had to sell it in the middle of summer, and I had to undersell it super cheap just to get rid of it in time for the move. I was so sad.
Should have called me. I got $3, Terry.
No, I think I got $600 for it, but it was worth like $1,000. So but I only had it a short amount of time because I was in the process of moving, so I had to get rid of it. And it's kind of hard to sell a sled in the middle of summertime, so it's like it kind of
Yeah.
makes me sad to this day. It's one of my biggest regrets. Everybody regrets selling like a car or something. In their life, that sled is my regret that I had to sell it.
Yeah, but the problem is,
I have no
Are they
use for it
gonna-
in Georgia, so it's like, ugh.
the question is, are they going to support this? Because majority of the time when it comes to physics games like this, they will never support it that long.
Yeah, I'm not buying this. All right, moving on.
You're sledding away.
Up next is Sticky Business.
Oh, God.
Stickers.
Stickers. Let's see. Is there a trailer for Sticky Business? There's not. Oh man, I gotta hold on. Let me find a trailer.
Are we designing stickers?
Sticky business trailer. Okay, here we go. Official release trailer. Share this tab. Bring the volume down. All right, and we're good to go. Sticky business trailer.
Hold on. Real quick,
Hold on.
before we get into this next game, Sir X-Men made a comment about driving snowmobiles in the city. This is true. I grew up in Wisconsin. Yes. We would literally drive in town.
Well,
but they would have designated routes, though. You weren't allowed on any road. They had set streets that they made snowmobile route streets that you could drive on in town. So that way you could go where you need to go or get fuel or go get some food or whatever. But you couldn't just drive anywhere.
Actually, I'm with you because over here, upstate New York, when you're trying to go like, what is it, Adirondacks, they do have that. They have a little road for only snowmobiles.
Mhm.
That's true.
Mm.
I've seen those.
There you go. Yeah, and also Happy Cloud Gamer said that that snowmobile games looks like something you could play for his break at work. All right, let's move along. Sticky business. Here we go. Ready? Are you ready, Terry? Here we go.
Stick it.
All right, you're reading weird messages, and I guess they're hiring you to design
No.
logo. Looks like.
So they're trying to teach you how to make better stickers.
I guess.
Guess this is your job. You know,
I
you have
guess
a sticker.
so.
You have a sticker business. You know, you design stuff. I mean, this is legitimate. People do this for this is a legitimate job.
Well, yeah, I agree to that.
They make you do the pack
Hey,
out.
and we're gonna get a customer a lollipop.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
A lot of businesses give stickers when you order stuff from them. Where do you think they come from? This guy.
Apparently. All right, stick business. There you go. All right, let me go back to the page here. Sticky business is only $10. Let's read here. Create, pack, and sell your own unique sticker creations. Enjoy experience the joy of running your own cozy small business. Create stickers, pack orders, and hear your customers' stories. Time to build the cutest shop on the internet. There you go.
This is a great game for people who are real big into art or what do you call it? Those books that they make. What do you call it? Oh
Sticker
no.
books?
Yeah, but
Journal-
no, like
Journals?
No, but they have like a name for like the books where they'll do like all kinds of different things with the books. I forgot what they're called now. Gosh darn it, because it's not my hobby. But they literally have entire dedicated.
You're talking about like
Scrapbooking. Thank you, scrapbooking. So if you're really big into scrapbooking, I feel like those people would probably enjoy this game too.
That's a piece of scrap, and it's not on my books.
But scrapbooking is a huge hobby. Like I said, they have stores dedicated to it for just different types of paper and materials and things. So like it's a
No, I get it because when
massive hobby.
Because when you do collecting baseball cards, it's pretty much similar. So I get you.
I don't know. I just put mine in the sleeve. So like that was basic, but like yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I get it. It's just like you say, it's more for when you're trying to be creative. And
It's just it's a creative art form. Like some people just really get into scrapbooking, which is fine. So I think this would appeal to them.
The question is, if I create a sticker, will it allow me to print it out?
Not in real life.
I thought you said yes. You were like this.
No, I sneezed. But no. I mean, that would be a cool feature, though, if they had a way to where you could upload your designs to a website and then print them in real life. That would be a really cool thing that they could have put in there. I think that would have really been a great idea.
Just in case I came
Yeah,
up with
okay,
that
yeah.
idea.
My wife knows the book you're talking about there, Terry.
Yes,
Scrapbooks.
We covered it, Axel.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Keep going.
You scrap away.
Yes. No, but no, I think that would be a genius idea to, have your designs, be able to upload them to their own. They could have made their website where you could upload them and actually print them in real life. That would have been a great marketing thing, which would have really helped this game because people love stickers. I don't know why, but stickers are people love stickers, you know. So like,
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you're trying to create a meme, when you're trying to create a meme, yeah.
stickers are on everything, man. Like,
No, that is true.
you know.
Yeah,
so-
no. See,
No,
but that's what I'm
I actually
saying.
like. I really like that idea. You really should send them an email. Hey, you really should make a website where people can upload their designs and print them in for real, and that would be a huge selling point for this game.
My
Hey, I
beautiful,
gave the idea. I want my money.
my beautiful wife says, my husband made one for me for our first year anniversary of boyfriend and girlfriend. I did.
Aw, you need a
did.
scrapbook. That's cute.
Wait.
It
He
wasn't a
made
scrap
you or
book.
he
It was a
paid
scrap
it?
photo, like a photo in one of those 3D depth frames,
Okay.
right? And I put all kinds of stuff in it. Yeah,
Okay. So kind of like a collage photo.
kind of. Yeah, kind of. It was really cute. Yeah.
Who helped you do it?
Me?
Just
I'm creative, Shaddai, you jerk.
That's a sneaky business.
That's right. Let's see. Doggy loved the music from the trailer. There you go. Let's see. Sir X-Man says, I would have called the game Stick to Your Business. Yeah. Let's see. Sir X-Man says, all you have to do, Terry, is use your Xbox screen capture and then upload it and send it to your PC with Outlook and print it out. Yeah, Terry.
No, it's not
I
that
think it's
simple.
not the same.
You gotta
I think it's not
think,
the same.
Terry.
It's not that simple because you would have to edit it if you did it that way to get rid of the background and to fix
Yep.
the outline of it and all that kind of stuff. It
Agreed.
would, and the pixelation that would happen doing that would also make it not look as good of quality because you're probably going to want to make it larger for your printout, so it's gonna look awful. So
Yeah.
no, I mean,
It's
yeah,
gonna
that would
look-
work. That is a hack. You could do it, but it's gonna look like shite.
All right.
It's gonna
Happy
look
Cloud
all
Gamer says,
blurry.
I'm just worried about what people would upload. I agree with Happy Cloud Gamer. Yeah, like a lot of even like print shops, like you go up to them and they have to be careful what they print because they can't print copyrighted material or trademarked
Mhm.
material. And a lot of people just want to like modify the trademark or put their face over the trademark or something, and they can't print that. So it's really interesting. Yeah, so yeah, sticky business. There you go. Copyright pizza. Let's see.
But I'm still gonna charge for my idea.
So Terry, are you in? Are you going to run your sticky business?
I'm not, but I mean, I still like the idea that Shaddai had. It doesn't have that feature, but like that, I feel like that would be a huge win for them to have that feature. But no, this is a pass for me.
Shaddai, are you going to start your sticky business?
No, I'm sticking away from that business.
All right, there you go. All right, the last indie select is My Little Universe.
Like My Little Pony.
Oh god.
That's
Oh god.
the first thing I think. of,
I
My
wasn't
Little Pony.
expecting that.
It kind of looks like My Little Pony.
All right, here we go. My Little Universe. Let's see.
From the ruins of a shattered universe.
I love the narration
rise with
already.
The, divine
The
power
chosen
to
one!
Create and reshape
Team Orange!
worlds. Reclaim what was lost to an enigmatic cosmic force. Start from nothing. Create everything. Collect rare resources to traverse diverse
Hold the
lands,
music.
crafting powerful tools and forging armor to prepare for the challenges ahead. Threats surround you at every turn. Your courage will be your greatest weapon as you face relentless enemies and terrifying beasts determined to stop you. Will you rise above and prevail? The journey is not yours alone. Call your friends.
Oh, Terry.
Unite your
This is
strengths,
cool,
and
actually.
become an unstoppable force as you overcome every trial together. A dark power has shattered the ancient portals, severing the links between worlds. Only you can repair these pathways and uncover what lies ahead. 9 extraordinary realms await your
9
touch.
worlds? That's
Bring
cool.
them back to life, uncover their secrets, and restore the beauty.
I like how
in
it's
yourself.
rotating like a
Be
planet.
brave. Your adventure begins here, in your own little universe.
That's why it's called Universe.
I love that.
I'm not going to lie. This one looks cool. All right,
It
Terry.
was really cool. I'm
Guys, hold
down.
on,
That is
hold
cool.
on, hold on, Terry. Hold on. Calm down. Calm down.
No, I don't want it now.
Hey,
Breathe,
hey,
breathe
hey.
in, Terry. Breathe in. All right, hold on. Here we go.
Hey, she's in the indies, so she got the rights.
So, above and beyond the cosmos, the universe is vast, filled with adventures, mysteries to solve, and enemies to fight. Who knows? You might even meet a few friendly faces along the way. Better yet, invite up to 3 of your friends to join you in the split screen local co-op mode because it's always more exciting with friends.
Local co-op. You just crushed my dreams. No, it has to be online.
Local co-op, single
No!
player, split screen.
No,
Yeah.
you
Local
just-
co-op only, Terry.
No, this game was perfect. They just
You
ruined
got-
it.
You
They
got your
just
hubby.
ruined it. How am I supposed to play this with my homies that don't live with me? No. Now
Invite
they
them,
ruined-
of course, like you did back in the day,
Oh.
Terry.
they live in like across the country. But like, no. I'm so mad now. I'm literally disappointed. I was actually getting excited for this game. They looked really cool and they had cute little outfits, and it was just I could see this as being just dumb fun to have some good laughs with your friends. And then they made it local only. I can't play it. I'm bummed.
All right. Terry, you use your words. Use your words.
I'm sad.
I'm not gonna lie, this one looks kind of cool. Even if I don't play with friends, it looks cool.
You're antisocial. Got it.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good. It looks cool to me. Should I help Terry through her depression?
Okay, you know what it reminds me of for some reason? Happy Wars.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh yeah, Happy Wars.
Happy Wars was a tower defense.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, well, the way it started, it was like, no, it reminds me of Happy Wars for some reason. But am I excited? No, not my thing.
To be honest, out of all the indie selects I've seen, this is the one that has my attention the most.
No, for me, it's Monaco.
I do love, survival games with quests and bad guys to kill and stuff. So I do like that. So I might play this one. I might try, if this one ever. I have a problem paying money for indies because some indies I want to try them first before I buy them, like Liza P. Right? So I want to try this one first, but it looks like I'm most interested in it. So yeah.
Go to PC. A lot of times, a lot of these games always have demos on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say just go on Steam and see if they have a demo.
Maybe. We'll see. Let's check in with the chat. Glinter says, kind of reminded me of Gauntlet. Yeah, right? Sarksman says, I like My Little Universe. That looks cool. Right? Yeah. Shout out to Sith Lord. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, good morning. May the 4th be with you. That's right. It is May the 4th.
Ugh.
That's true.
Forgot.
That's true.
This is a new age, I think, where local co-op is crap with online interaction now.
Yeah. People don't invite people over to sit in front of the TV and play games anymore. Everything's online.
Glinter says, only local co-op. Oh wow, Prince. They're gonna gameplay like it's 1999. Shout out to Glinter. That was pretty funny.
Just gotta get together night.
This game looks really fun, but no, it's a hard pass now because it's local only. I have no way of playing that with any of my friends. I don't have any friends here. They're all elsewhere.
All right, so those are the indie selects for April. So let's go down the road here. Terry, how many of these indie selects interested you?
3. It used to be 4, but now it's 3.
All right, what's 3? Hit me.
Wonder Stop, Monaco 2, and Sledders.
All right, there you go. All right, Terry's got 3. Shadai, did any of these indie selects interest you, and which ones? How many? And which ones?
The one that actually kills guys, which is Monaco. So you can't kill GTA, but yes, I'm Monaco.
Oh my god, yes you can! Stop it! I never once said anything else against crime. Never once did I say I was against crime in video games. Never once. Stop it.
The true.
So hold on,
heist.
Terry. Hold on. You're telling me if this was co-op. Hold on, let me go back to this trailer. I'm gonna mute it. You're telling me if this was co-op. Hold on, let me go back. Forging your sword. You're okay with invading other planets and killing the locals, but not crime on GTA.
Not against crime on GTA. Stop.
It's good. It's good on slicing.
That'll never get old right now. All right,
Wait,
me. Only 2 interested me. Monaco 2 and My Little Universe. That's it. Those are the only ones that interested me. Chat, let us know which ones interested you. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Let's see.
Hey Terry, don't feel bad about the crime. Last week, remember Samsung and Samsui. So it's the same thing.
Dude, I'm not against crime in video games. I'm against twerking and the overuse of drug use. Like you can have drug use in video games, but it shouldn't be over the top.
Yeah,
Right.
but you know, Tylenol is a drug.
That kind of drug. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you mean.
GTA likes to over embellish it and make it look cool, you know, to get high. And no, that's too much.
Jesse James says Terry wants a home monitor video game. Shout out to Jesse James. Sorry, Terry. I'm sorry.
I will drag you to the principal's office every single time, Jesse. Every single time I catch you. Every single time I catch you in that hall. Done. You're done.
Fastback is in Team Terry. I like the game, but with no online call, I'm not going to play it. Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
that's a huge miss. Like I get it. And
Yeah, they're
maybe
expanded on
maybe they didn't do the online because it wasn't within their skill set. They didn't know how to do it, which would make sense. I mean, honestly, I don't know how to make an online game, so you know I would have to find somebody who could do that. So I mean, that's maybe why they didn't do that. But I mean, I'm hoping this game does well enough to where they can get the funding to hire people to make it online, because that's how this game is going to succeed. Is it needs the online.
Just tell them it's called plug and play.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that simple.
All right. So, Terry, we had a poll. Maybe. There we go.
Okay. How many indie selects are you interested in? 87% liked 1 to 2 games. 12% liked 3 to 4. 0 people didn't like any, and 0 people didn't like 5 to 6.
All right. Not bad. Not bad. At
So
least
everybody
somebody-
liked at
everybody.
least 1 game. So that's good.
Yeah, so that's good.
Of course, Monaco.
What do you keep saying, Monaco?
That's what it says, Monaco.
It's Monaco.
Let
gotta
me
say
be.
French.
It's Italian.
Yeah, let's see.
Monaco.
Back from the Dead says, "Hey everyone, what's going on? Back. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP." And shout out to Splendiferous. Thank you so much for being here. You are also the real MVP.
Same that Sensui.
Appreciate you. All right, let's move it along. Anybody got anything else with the indie selects? Because I'm good.
I'm good.
I already select one.
All right, moving on to the next topic. Oh, hold on. I got to hit my little topic screen here. All right, so Xbox or Microsoft put out their quarter 3 earnings, and you know we don't care about all the Microsoft stuff. We just care about the gaming stuff, right? So, blah 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 blah.
Too many numbers.
All right, on the gaming side, Microsoft warned last quarter that Xbox hardware revenue would decline, and it has again. Xbox hardware is down 6% this quarter, in a period when Microsoft has been launching a variety of games into Game Pass. Overall gaming revenue at Microsoft is up 5%. So overall, they're still making money. Xbox content and services, which includes Game Pass, is up 8%. Microsoft isn't revealing any new Game Pass subscriber numbers, though, and the last time we got an update was in February 2024, when Microsoft revealed that there were 34 million subscribers, including the Xbox Game Pass Core, previously live, gold members. Let's see. Over the past year, Microsoft is pushing ahead with its strategy to bring more previous Xbox exclusive games to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. The move has proven to be successful with the move has proven to be a successful one, with pre-orders for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and Forza Horizon 5 topping Sony's own PlayStation Store last month. Oh, people want Xbox games. Let's see. We ended the quarter as a top publisher by pre-orders and pre-installs on both Xbox and PlayStation Store. I thought these guys said that the Xbox had no games, said Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella on the company's earnings calls. PC Game Pass revenue also increased 45% year over year. In cloud gaming, are you listening, Happy Cloud Gamer? Cloud gaming set a new record, surpassing 150 million hours played for the first time this quarter, revealed Nadella.
Very nice.
Is that true or not true?
Everywhere strategy, which I've been covering closely in my Notepad newsletter over the past year, will also include titles for the Nintendo Switch 2. Really? That's cool. Microsoft is preparing a similar list of games to port over to the Switch 2 this year. So if I buy an Xbox Play Anywhere game, I can play it on both my Xbox and my Switch 2. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I don't know about that cloud gaming part, but okay.
Okay,
think
so
a huge
they
part
moved
of
off
that-
of gaming. All right, so that was the gaming section of the report. I don't care about the rest. This is an Xbox podcast, not a Microsoft podcast, right? So hardware decline, as it always does year over year after the launch year, after like the first 2 launch years, right? Game Pass is up 8% overall, though. Content and services. Ecstasis did leak that they were close to 50 million subscribers. They should hit 50 million by the end of this year. So maybe once they hit 50 million, they'll announce it along with probably a price increase. Probably, just being honest. And of course, the Xbox going third party, being third party publisher on other platforms is coming. And, they're ending as top publishers. So that's kind of cool. And a lot of people said that, nobody wants Xbox games. I guess they were lying. A lot of those people never knew the greatness of Xbox games.
Are they being forced?
Yeah. PC Game Pass revenue also increased 45% year over year. Yeah. So PC Game Pass, which is the cheapest Game Pass with the most content at $12, increased 45%. That's pretty big news, right? And of course, the cloud gaming set a new record. I like that one at 150 million hours played because I played cloud gaming. Now, this wasn't in the now, and then here he puts his own little tidbit, right? This isn't part of the earnings call. He's just saying that Play Anywhere is going to be included with Switch, and I think that would be cool. If that's true, then hey, I am cool with it. Terry, what do you think about these numbers?
These are great numbers.
Right? Are you happy as an investor?
Yes.
Are you happy as a gamer?
Yes.
All right. And tell your face. Be happy. Let me see.
I think when it comes to the hardware, though, if hardware is declining, why do they keep making so many blasted controllers? Stop it.
Don't listen to her, Xbox. She's just upset about the violence.
I'm not upset about the violence. I'm just tired of all these controllers. There's too many controllers.
Like curiosity on something. When it says right there, Xbox hardware is down 6% this quarter.
Mhm.
And then you are raising your console.
We're not there yet.
Huh?
We're not there yet.
Don't care. Don't care. Going for it.
All right. Go for it.
I get it, but since it's part of this, you pretty much is gonna go even down than 6%. You're probably gonna go what, like probably 12%, 15%, because you're killing it. So since they are a company that wants to see everything high, their numbers, why they should have lowered the price for that, and probably that 6% per probably would have been plus 2%, 3%. I know they're not focused on the hardware, but that's an area that could have said, like, you know what, let's lower it, and there's a possibility because of competition wise, we might raise this section since we're doing good on this other section. But other than that, everything, it looks good, whatever. It's just that part baffles me. Like, if I want that area to actually go up, lower the damn price. But anyway,
okay.
like you said, that's into another topic. But yeah, but like I said, it's fine. We kind of figured that was gonna happen. It's just that area that baffles me. I don't know about the Terry part, that too many controllers. Well, they do sell like hotcakes. We have been suckers, buying those Doom controllers and what is it called, wraps. So we're suckers for it. So we fall for it.
Yeah. Overall, I think this isn't bad. I mean, I'm not making a big news about this. We'll talk about the price increase here in a little bit. But yeah, I don't see this as being a bad quarter. I mean, content and services is where your money is anyway. But of course, the content,
the lower the price of the console would have been nicer. It could have been higher. But anyway, whatever.
Yeah, so it is what it is. We'll see what happens, right? So let's move it along, shall we? Anybody got anything else to say about the earnings call?
I didn't earn nothing.
All right.
Just numbers.
Yeah, I think they say. I think I might move these to announcements later on instead of actual topics because I'm not an analyst and I think it's great, but it's not like they reveal anything I don't already know, right? So yeah, let's move it along. All right. So let me. Oh my gosh, I didn't open the right screen here. Give me a second, guys.
What?
I did not open the right screen. I opened the wrong screen. It's to work right. Edit. All right. All right. So here we go. So they announced it on May 1st, out of the blue. As of May 1, we have adjusted recommended retailer pricing for our consoles and controllers worldwide. We also expect to adjust the pricing of some of our new first-party games starting this holiday season to $80. Baloney. Those titles purchased on the Xbox stores will have the benefit of Xbox Play Anywhere, allowing players to buy once and play on console PC at no additional cost. We understand that these changes are challenging, and they were made with careful consideration towards their end-of-the-year bonus, given market conditions and rising cost of development. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to make money. More ways to play more games across any screen and ensuring value for Xbox players and ensuring we get the most money from Xbox players. So they put up a bunch of stuff right here that they're changing. They're putting the pricing stuff, right? It's a PDF, everybody. It's a PDF that only shows the new prices, right? Well, we're not going to go through the PDF of only the new prices. We're going to go through it. So let's go through the prices. Ready, Terry?
Ready.
Ready, should I, for some math?
Oh God, let's go.
Get your notebook out. Should I get your notebook out?
Come on, AI, help me with math.
All right. So the 512 gigabyte Series S was $299 and is now $379, an $80 increase. $80. Right? The Xbox Series S 1 terabyte, it comes in both black and white, was $349 and is now $429. An $80 increase. Okay. The all-digital Xbox 1 terabyte Series X was $449, a great deal. It is now $549, a $100 increase. You following with the match, should I? You following? You're following? Right? Okay.
I feel broke.
The launch, the Xbox Series X with the CD drive was $499. It is now $599, a $100 increase. And the 2 terabyte Galaxy Black Special Edition Xbox went from $599 to $729. $729. Hold on, let me a $130 increase. That's just the consoles, right? So in the report, they said Xbox hardware revenue was down 6%. And in business, there's this thought, if you have 100 customers, double the price. Even if you lose half of them, you're still making the same amount of money, right?
They're making it from that extra money.
Well, yeah, that's the point, right? And so there's this idea in business of doing that, having that practice. So people aren't buying the hardware. So, they even with the great deals on Game Pass and all this other stuff, people still don't seem to be drawn to Xbox. So they're like, you know what? Just raise the prices on the customers we already have. We're already bleeding customers. Let's get the most out of the customers we do have. That's what I'm thinking happened, right? So the hardware itself, the consoles are way expensive. I mean, the standard Xbox Series X that you can find almost everywhere here is $600 now. I don't know if I would have bought one on launch day at $600. I would have waited for a deal at $600, and that's what I'm going to do if the next hardware comes out this expensive. $500 for me is still my break even point, like my launch day point unless it's like a collector's edition, I'm not paying this kind of money. Because I obviously have my Halo collector's edition I paid a ton of money for, but not for a launch edition. I'm sorry.
Okay, does it justify, like the company would say, yay, 600, but by this amount of money, you get 100 games day one from our services. Will that convince you?
No, because I still got to pay for that service, Shaddai. Don't be silly.
Hey, company doesn't care. They will say, hey, you'll get your Doom, you get your Outer Worlds 2, you get your Call of Duty, and there are a lot of people are suckers for that Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know this is not going to happen. Imagine to say, you know what's going to come to Game Pass? GTA 6. You tell me, are they?
I'd rather get it on PC.
Yeah, but
I mean, just being honest, Shaddai.
Yeah, but not
Game Pass
everybody
Game Pass is on PC.
Yeah, but not everybody have the high-end PC, because if that raises, imagine for a high-end PC, it's going to be double the amount of money too. So it does not matter. You're in a double-edged sword on that front.
I'm not double-edging, right? There's no console exclusivity. I'm not missing out on games on a PC. This is the one platform that plays it all, legally or illegally. It plays it all. Okay.
I get it.
So I don't. For the amount of money I spend on these consoles, my PC is cheaper than those consoles. Okay, combined.
I don't know about that because those drivers are not cheap. But anyway.
You don't know how to shop, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Nowadays, well, anyways, but this is insane. This amount of money is insane. Like you guys said, it's already half of the year before the new consoles are going to be released.
Halfway through the generation, yeah.
Yeah, so now this is the thing. Once they release the new consoles, the question is, are they going to drop it or are they going to be evenly?
No, I think they're just going to do what they did before to keep it even and just phase them out after 2 years. So, yeah.
So that means whatever 700 for the 2 terabyte, they're going to keep it the same if it was the new console.
I guess so. I don't know. I just don't agree with what's being done here.
No, I don't agree
typically,
either.
Technology, the price of electronics doesn't go up; it goes down over time. So the fact that they're raising this is just pure corporate greed. And I understand that there's tariffs in play. I understand that part. So, but they didn't say that they were raising it due to tariffs. They're just raising the prices, and the things that aren't affected by tariffs, like digital games, is also going up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Well, like what we were saying earlier, like what you said earlier, I'll go cheaper on the PC, but remember how it goes. Wherever people go that is very popular on the computer, they'll raise it too because everybody's there, whether they like it or not. If they raise it in here, they'll raise it in the computer. So,
yeah, maybe, but there's always options on the computer. I'm just saying, Shaddai.
I know.
Possibility, you got to go with the computer.
No, I know. But like I said, if they raise it for the console, they'll raise it there too. But
like you're making, like I understand they'll raise it, but like I don't know. I always feel the computer, the sales on the computer are better. One, they're always lower priced than the consoles. You always get better prices for a game on the computer, right? The PC. You get more free games for the PC through Amazon Gaming. What's that? What's that? Epic Game Store,
GOG, and all.
Twitch.
Yeah, all those places give you more free games.
Twitch is always giving you games on different things, GOG and other places.
But I don't see it. Just I don't know. It's just the way I see it is like when something is popular, and we know that they like to raise it because we already saw on with Zelda going to $70 when it's not supposed to. They just Nintendo already did 80 for whatever it was. With Mario Kart World. Mm-hmm. So not what we see is whichever company goes higher, that's why they say they'll follow. So in other words, like you said, if you go for a PC because it's cheaper, they will follow and say, yeah, it's cheaper here, but we were going to raise it anyways. But in general, this is a bad move. This is the time when, for me, Microsoft should have said, Yes, I know the tariffs and whatever. We're in third place. If we lowered it at least for $50 or so, it would they would make a huge difference in the hardware. Like I said, only on the hardware. They're not focused. I understand that, but they are still in that hardware space, no matter how you look at it. So I would have gone like, you know what, everything is up. Let's work on this one. Let's lower it $50 or whatever the case may be, or 100, whatever you want to call it. And that minus 6%, probably that's when people say like, man, our competition went crazy with this. Let's go the opposite. They did that with the games. Everything went to 70, and Xbox took a while to go 70 when they hold up for a little bit. But I know they sold more, I think more or so. We saw another quarterly earnings that they said, well, you know, we raised this much because they hold on so much. This could have been something different too.
I just want to point out that these price increases are closer to 17% average across the board, right? Some lower, some higher. Are 17% average. That's more than that 6%. I'm just
minus or a positive.
The price increase is more than 6%.
Okay. No, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you just misunderstood.
Yeah. My point though is like, I'm sorry, should I keep going? Yeah.
No. Go ahead, because that was pretty much it. It's just like that's an area that you need to work on.
I don't agree with these price increases like at all. Just being honest. Like I understand that they didn't raise prices internationally. They raised prices in Brazil. They raised prices everywhere except here, right? We were immune to the price increases around the world, and now we're here at this point and at this juncture, right? So we'll see what happens. I just don't. I don't see why I would pay more for a machine that does the same it did 4 years ago. It makes zero sense to me, right? And don't go up; they go down. And I know this because I work the purchasing manager at my work, and trust me, the electronic price over time. Thinking, you know, that because a lot of these electronics use rare earth materials, maybe they increase the price to, you know, keep the stock levels where they are, so they don't have to pay for that, for all those rare earth materials that are being fought for right now. I don't know. There's a lot of global events that might be impacting this, you know, both here locally and just global events. But it's just, it makes no sense to me. Like I want to play more games, but console gaming was always the
entry point,
the great entry point to gaming, right? If you wanted to game on a budget, console gaming is your go-to, has always been the go-to.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that this is moving it out of the go-to range where, you know, I literally saw, let me put this price on here. I literally saw, because my PC is not brand new, right? It's a year old. I saw a PC, and my PC is more powerful than an Xbox, okay? I literally saw my PC cheaper than this the other day. My PC that is more powerful than an Xbox, cheaper than this. And that should tell you something. Like, I think Xbox, I don't know what Microsoft is going at, putting budget PC prices on their consoles. I almost feel like this is why Nintendo is so successful. They understand that consoles is an entry point to gaming entertainment. And I don't know if Xbox is doing that anymore. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me check in with the chat because the chat is going crazy. I'm like 20 chats behind. I'm sorry, everybody. Hold on, okay? Hold on. We'll get to you, Terry. Hold on, okay? Don't cry, Terry. Don't cry.
Fine.
All right, hold on. No.
Don't worry, she's thinking about GTA still.
No, I'm not.
We get it.
All right. All right. So Fastback says Tariffs probably playing a role in price hike in consoles right now. It is what it is. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I don't know either, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't sit on the board. I don't know, so we'll see.
That's a politics crap thing.
Yeah. Yo, who's going to buy a new Xbox today? Who's with me? Not me, Nick. Sorry. By the way, Nick, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's see. If you want to play, you got to pay. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see.
At the right price, yes, but not like that.
Yeah, Sir X-Man says, this has always been my biggest problem with how you're going to upgrade the price of a digital game. There is no excuse for anyone to do that, right? Let's see. Doggy Dog says, they may as well stop producing that Galaxy 2 terabyte. Nobody buying that for $730, right? Yeah. Exactly, Doggy. I'm buying that thing on Facebook Marketplace for $300. I'm just saying. Let's see. Freddie Fox, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Xbox Series X is $4.98 on Amazon. Save $100. Yeah, the Xbox was still the old price at my local Target. Target Online had raised the price, but local Target had it. I almost felt like buying one just to oh, it's advertised. Sorry, not my bad. You're bad for not upgrading your price. Let's see. On board 200 says, I wish Microsoft would stop charging for paying online to play. Yeah. Then I would upgrade to the Series X. There's no point for me upgrading. Exactly. Yeah. On board says, I'd rather get a PC. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Sexman says, I'm just waiting for these corporations to realize they're about to lose more money than they thought they were going to make. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but they're like, that's the problem. When they make a mistake, they do it they're trying to fix it on the last, like really late on the last minute. Like, come on now. They should have known better.
Fastback says, PC Game Pass does not have every console game. You might be thinking older console games, but all the new ones they launch are on PC Game Pass. And I'm talking about first-party Xbox, obviously, right?
So a lot of strategy games. Got it.
Yeah, strategy. But PC as a whole, as a platform, has way more games than any other platform, by far.
That, yes.
So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Let's just talk about grocery prices matching prices at sporting events. Yeah. $12 for a bottle of water. I believe you. Let's see. Do you think Microsoft is doing this price hike to get people to buy more Xboxes right now, or the price low? The price is already up. It went up May 1st. There is no it's going to go up. It's already up. So, yeah. Let's see.
You know what? Actually, let me ask you something. I know we're not like into whatever it is. Let's say that United States and China comes to an agreement, whatever it is, and they remove whatever crazy tariffs, and now everything's going low. Will they lower their consoles after everything has been ironed out?
Should I name one time
just
a
saying.
corporation? No, wait. Name one time a corporation has paid their CEO less bonus than the year before, or one time a corporation has dropped prices voluntarily. Go ahead.
I know never.
Go ahead.
Never.
Exactly.
Get it, never.
Once these prices are now the norm. It will never go down. Everybody's like, oh, what's the tariffs go? Prices are going down. No, they're not. The tariffs are being used as an excuse to increase prices, man. They are never, ever going to go back down. $12 for a bottle of water is here to stay.
Everybody reunite and let's go over there and, riot.
CEOs have never volunteered. Oh, you know what? I don't deserve this $40 million bonus this year. Let's lower the prices for our customers. No CEO has ever said that in the life of CEOs.
Well, actually, I could give you one.
There was a CEO. He didn't lower prices for customers, but he lowered his pay so he could increase his employees. It's rare to happen, but it has happened.
But again, customers is what I'm talking about.
You're talking about Iwata. He did that.
Well, Nintendo's CEO dropped his salary down to $1 because he made $40 million in bonuses anyway. So let's keep going. Let's see.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about. I don't remember what company he was for, but he was making $1 million a year, and he lowered it to 70,000 so that way all his employees could get a raise to also make 70,000.
Satoru Iwata.
Yeah, I remember who you're talking
did the
about,
same.
yeah.
Did the same
Yeah.
way. Yeah, I'm with her. See.
Yeah, it
But again,
happens.
that's
It's
for their
just-
employees,
It's rare, but
not
it
for the
does happen.
consumers. And the price of his product never went down. Just putting it out. Just pointing it out.
No, but that sale came really fast. He gained it back.
I'm just saying.
I'm with Terry. I'm just saying.
Expressman said, I said this on the podcast the other day when I was, why lower the price of games of beating these expensive games? Yeah, the indie games are beating these AAA games. Yeah. Let's see. Freddie Fox says, if you reserved a Nintendo Switch 2 and arcade, we paid $450 for that, then you shouldn't knock the Xbox Series X costing $600. Series X is way more powerful than the Switch 2. Facts. Okay. I bought my Series X for $500. I'm not buying it again for $600. Screw that. If this Series X burns out or something bad happens to it and it can't be fixed cheaply, I'm not replacing it. Just being flat out honest. I'm not paying that money. Screw that. Right? Let's see. Yeah, Jesse James says, yeah, I don't think Microsoft has had a lot to lose by raising prices. Sales are falling year over year anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Big Big Money says, right. The June showcase, we go and sells it. The game's going to show us Microsoft great. Yeah, absolutely. Fastback has a point. Might as well buy an LG TV and a controller, right? Right? Yeah. Nick, no wonder Phil canceled FanFest. Yeah, he didn't want people asking him the real questions. Yeah. Corporate heads. People can't afford to go out and stay home. Jack up the prices. Yeah. Absolutely. Let's see. And I agree here with El Nini. It's pure greed. I don't want to hear anything about tariffs unless you think the price will go back down when the tariffs go down. They won't. They absolutely will not. Just being real honest. Prices have never, in the history of mankind for consumer electronics, gone down until they're on clearance. Right? So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know what's going on there. Sorry. Shout out to, I don't know how to say this name. Shout out to Louvergod. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Are you speaking from someone that doesn't have one? I think he might be talking to Fastback on that one. Let's see. Yeah, El Nini says, this is Xbox telling you we're no longer subsidizing hardware. Yeah, that could also be it. Yeah. Dog is going to pay $729.99. He says, PC can keep my fat butt. Let's see. And Fastback says, if you go PC, how much you pay to play at the Series X spec? Still more than $729. Let's see. Yeah, Back from the Dead says, those prices can go to hell. All right, Lubergod says $450 is not an entry point. Could you elaborate because last I saw the Series S is still cheaper. The Series S, let me see. Where is it at? Yeah, there we go. It's $379.99. It is still cheaper, but it's also not mobile with an LCD screen or any of that, you know. And it's also doesn't have a ton of awesome exclusives like the Nintendo Switch will do. So yeah, I mean, Nintendo Switch is launching at $450 because the tariffs hit, and they stopped the launch because hey, we got to think about prices, and they relaunched at $450 but raised the prices of their accessories $10. I remember that one. So even they are reacting. But yeah, we'll see what it goes. And portability is also more expensive is also expensive. You know, those LCD screens aren't free. Just saying. Let's see. But they're also not that much, to be honest with you. Prices should come back down, but we shall see. They're never coming back down, bro. They're never coming back down. And Doggy's right. Yeah, prices never go down. Yeah. Let's see. And yeah, Nick, maybe the industry will see a hard lesson here soon. We'll see what happens. Jesse James, give me $40 million and I will work for the next 3 years for free. Yeah, exactly my point. That whole, I'm going to lower my salary. Yeah. That. No. I agree. So there you go. So there you go, guys. The price is going, but that's not the only price that went up. Let's keep going with the price increases, and then we'll let Terry speak for a minute here. So let me pull up my notes. So the Xbox regular wireless controllers got no increase. They're still $64.99. The colored wireless controllers got no price increase. They're still $70. Right? The special edition controllers, like the Doom Dark Ages, or like the Cypher collection, also saw no price increase, $79.99. So you can get those special editions still. The limited editions, like the Forza controller or like the Doom controller, did go up. They went from $79.99 to $89.99. Thank God I got this controller before it went up. Thank God. Right? The Elite Series 2 Core, like I have right here, went up $10 from $139 to $149.99. Right? So I guess instead of finding it for $80 on sale, we're going to find it for $90 on sale. Right? And the Xbox Elite Series
BS. Like, no, this is all BS. Like, they're definitely using the tariff thing as an excuse, and they did come out and flat out say tariff prices. I did read some articles where Microsoft said that the tariffs were going to impact their pricing. It's just an excuse because there is not a single Xbox console in this country that they had to pay an increased tariff price on to this date. So this is BS. All right, they have countless warehouses across this nation filled with these things. Right, between Microsoft's own warehouses, Target's warehouses, Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, you name it, they all have plenty of this stuff in stock in their warehouse, ready to get shipped to whatever store they need to ship.
Not Best Buy anymore, trust me.
You know, so like they got plenty of these in the country that they didn't pay an increased tariff on. So to say that we need to pay for tariffs is BS because they didn't pay an increased price on anything that's in stock right now. I could see that down the road, but they haven't started paying these prices. So we're paying for tariffs that they didn't pay tariffs for. That's stupid. They didn't pay anything for these. They're just raising it to raise it, and they're using that as an excuse. They probably wanted to raise the prices anyway because they rose prices everywhere, and they were looking for a way that they could get away with doing it here. And you know, now with the political atmosphere and the tariffs, they saw their open window. Okay, we can use this as an excuse to finally get that price point we wanted. You know, so it's just it's bull. But how much you want to bet come the holiday season when they do all their massive sales, it's going to go right back down to the original price, and that's going to be the sale price. Like, how much you want to bet?
I don't want to bet because I don't have money to lose. I don't have money to lose, Terry.
You know,
they're taking it all. They're taking it all.
You know, so yeah. Watch the Xbox Series X is $600. Watch it go back to $500 for Christmas.
Yeah, Doggy Dog makes a good point. It's a global increase. That show it isn't tariffs. Yeah, they don't pay tariffs everywhere.
It's not tariffs. They're just using that as their excuse. It's not tariffs.
Oh, tariffs is the excuse. I got it. Got it, Terry.
Yeah, it's the excuse because they didn't pay any increased tariffs on this stuff. At least not yet. So it's all BS. So no, this is dumb. I can see them wanting to increase it so that way if they do sell a few, it'll make up for the ones they're not selling. I get that, but at the same time, they've been continuously dropping in sales for these. People don't really want them anymore. Everybody who wanted one got it, and now it's just kind of like no one really wants it. So to me, it would make more sense if you're trying to phase out the hardware to just sell it cheaper so you can get rid of that stock than to, you know, try to sit on it. Maybe they will down the road. Maybe they're trying to hope that if they increase it, the few people that buy it will cover that loss. and then they can maybe clearance these out later. But I don't know what I'm sure they have, some sort of master plan that we don't understand. But I don't know. I don't like it. But then again, this doesn't affect me because I already own my console. I have no need to buy another one. Knock on wood, mine doesn't break to where I will have a need to buy another one. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. That's a price where I'm not paying that. So if mine breaks, then I'm just gonna go without an Xbox. I'll go back to playing on PC, or I'll dust off that Switch that I don't play. If I really feel a need to play some games, and that's just where I'll be until the next Xbox comes out. Because I can justify paying that price for a newly released product, not an aged one. So I'm not doing that. So
that's my whole point. That's like getting a phone that's like 4 years old and paying more than it was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I would rather go on eBay and buy a used one than do that. Or go buy a refurbished one off Amazon or something. That would make more sense to me than buying that new one for that new price point. That's not going to happen. I'm going to go elsewhere to look for a cheaper one.
Yeah. Again, remember when COVID hit, price of electronics did go up because there was such a high demand because people were going low. We're staying home and buying more electronics than ever before, right? So COVID was the first real increase, and Xbox and PlayStation raised their prices globally, except here in the US, right? And now Xbox is raising the price. So we'll see what Team Blue does, all that good stuff. But I want to bring up this thing right here. Where's it at? Jesse James says, what if they had to decide to raise the Xbox price or Game Pass price? Which would you want? Let's go over this, okay? Let's go over this. How much is Game Pass right now? Game Pass Ultimate?
They already raised Game Pass price.
$20 a year? $20 a month, right? I forget.
Yeah, something like that. But they already raised the prices on Game Pass, so we're getting both, Jesse. They raised the Game Pass price, and now they're raising the console price. They literally did it to both, and they'll probably raise Game Pass even more.
Let's see. Okay, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. No, that's from an old article. I want to know the today price. All right, $20 a month, right? So $20 a month, right?
Isn't that the old price? Isn't that the old price for Ultimate?
I'm on the official Xbox website right now.
Did they already do the hike? Because I remember they announced the new prices.
Right, $20 a month. Yeah. So it used to be $10, then it went up to $15. It started at 15, then it went to like 17 or 18, and then 20.
So 20 is the one that's in that they. Okay.
I think
was there another one that they? No. Or so 20 is the recent one. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
either way, they've already raised it. They've already raised the price, and they're going to continue to do so.
That's $240 a year, right? And so if you divide that by $70 games, right? That's 3.5 games worth of pricing, right? That's kind of where Game Pass has always stayed. So if we do that and we do that by $80 games, which is coming, they already said it, that Game Pass price is going to go up to $23 a year. So don't think that a Game Pass price isn't coming. It is. It will. That's just the way corporate thinks. They're like, oh, we got 50 million subscribers, raise the price. Even if we lose some, we're making more money, right?
Yep.
So Jesse, there is this whole what do you prefer? I don't prefer any price to go up at all. Period. There's no, do you want to get shot or are we going to get stabbed? Which one is it? Both of them kill me. So, the same result, do you want the price of the console to go up or the price of games to go up? Then Game Pass, well, both of them take money out of my pocket. So what's the difference? Prices still go up. They do the same thing. Right? Let's see. Yeah, Freddie Fox says, exactly, Terry, you hit the nail on the head during the holiday, 500 or 450 probably. Yeah. Yeah, these corporations want to lube us up. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't even think they are. I think this is more like what they're doing to us right here. I think this is more accurate.
Well, then could we at least pull up here and get some dinner? Because I like to be wined and dined after I've been
It's so true. I mean, they're not even courteous enough right now, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm like, what is that sound? Okay, I got it. Okay, there we go. Pull that up. They're not even whining and dining us, man. They didn't give us any warning. They're like, May 1st today. Right? Let's see. Let's see. It'll make next gen pricing look cheap. 4D chess? Maybe. You know, they could have like launch or early adopter prices in the future, right? That could be something. You never know. I still won't play my Switch. Like, let's see. Yeah, Freddy Fox also prices. We got a console for you, the Xbox 360. That's right. El Nitty, we getting it dry. We are, man. We are, man. Shout out to Jamal. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Wow, Jago Kukin. I'd pay $1,000 for a console before I'd ever play games on a PC. Wow. Jago, if you want to give me an extra $500 and say it's for the console, I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here for you. I'll give you my Venmo. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's as a lifetime console gamer, this might push me away to be a primary PC gamer again. Now, I was a primary PC gamer when I was moving a lot, when I was in the military, because it was just easier to move a laptop than a console setup. So it's not like I haven't been a PC gamer before and enjoyed the greatness of PC. It is what it is, right? But I grew up on console. To let go of the console will be difficult for me. But, you know, Xbox is more of a platform now than a console. So even if I go to PC, I'm still going to be an Xbox guy. But it just depends on these prices. That's all I'm saying. It's getting out of hand. These prices are ridiculous. I would not. If my kid asked me for an Xbox for $600 for Christmas, yeah, I don't know. You have kids. Have you bought them consoles for Christmas? The high-end consoles. I don't want to hear no Series S crap.
Don't forget to unmute.
Yeah, don't forget to unmute, Shaddai. Hold on, let me fix this. Hold on. All right, hello? Nope, you're still muted. Hit the button again, Shaddai. Hit the button one more time. Did you mute using the app or using your hardware? All right, come in, Shaddai, come in. I don't hear him. Does anybody hear him? Hey, Shaddai, can you drop out and come back in? All right, come back in. We'll get Shaddai's thing. Yeah. Fastback, graphic cards prices have always been up. I mean, if you build a gaming PC, that is like your most expensive thing. The GPU will always be high on there. Let me see. Should I come in?
Those prices are always going up.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Woo! We got it back.
It wasn't.
Did you buy your kid a console for $600 for Christmas?
Yeah, it wasn't the button. It wasn't the program. I don't know what happened. Just muted itself. They have like I said, they have the Series X. They're not ready for high end. They don't need to. So I always buy them the low end, so they'll get used to it. And especially the digital one, because my son loves to, for some reason, drop the CD upside down, and then all of a sudden I see a lot of scratches. So no, I'm fine.
Oh my gosh.
For them, it's digital. For me, I go physical. But no,
right.
they won't.
But would you buy it? So you wouldn't buy your kids a $600 Xbox, is what you're saying?
No, I will not.
See, there you go. And that's also my point. You know, like just buying these things expensive. It's getting expensive and getting priced out. You know, especially if you have like if you have like 3 kids and they're all asking expensive things for Christmas.
I was about to mention that. That would be 2 for my kids and 1 for me. So no.
Then you also got to buy a gift for the wife. Like, oh man. And then half your family's born in December, and so December is broke month for me. I hate this price increase so much. Yeah. Yeah. My mom, my dad, my niece, my sister, and my nephew were all born in December.
Time for some homemade gifts.
I'm telling you, like my mom, my dad,
like
my
that
sister,
nice
my
photo
nephew.
you made
I
your
got
wife.
5
Was your wife.
birthdays in December, and then Christmas comes around.
You got to make
Yeah.
them scrapbooks.
Ain't nobody getting a $5.99 Xbox for Christmas. Is all I'm saying. Right?
Scrapbooking.
Yeah.
Scrapbooking's the answer, Axel.
Hey, if I buy that for $600, they better give me something that costs $2,000.
You know, if they started packing games in again, maybe the price hike wouldn't seem so bad. You know, like, oh, you know, we're gonna jack the price up $100, but you also get this game for free. Like I remember, I bought my Sega Saturn with 3 games packed in. 3. I miss those days. I bought my Xbox One with 2 games packed in.
See,
My
I don't
Xbox
know why they
One-
don't do that.
I came with Assassin's Creed and Titanfall.
I remember that.
Yeah, so yeah. Let's see. Fastback says if consoles are too expensive for families with multiple gamers, then an LG TV with controllers are the best way to go, in my opinion. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not buying them TVs. Screw that.
You know how many TVs we gotta buy every single time?
Yeah, right. All of those kids want their own TV. All of those kids want their own thing. Sheridan's not caring anymore. Fastback, buy my PC, asshole. Screw that, man. They get PCs from school. They can hack them.
see what I mean? That's why sometimes like do not suggest a person get a PC when it's like triple the amount of money that we're getting right now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about me, not for anybody. And I don't have kids. Like I don't have to buy.
No, I'm talking about in
Christmas
general. When you say like when you ask me, will you buy this for my kids? I'm like, we're talking about 3 consoles. Imagine 3 PCs. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah. I guess when you put it that way, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But like for me, you know, like I have the PlayStation, the Switch, and the Xbox. You know, that's 3 consoles versus 1 PC. That for a lot of people, broke months are usually 12. Oh man, no. December is it? Yeah. Well, where was this peanut butter brittle thing? Like, let's see. Jago put it. Actually, needs to start giving away homemade peanut brittle for all of the December birthdays.
Make some
I'm going to do
fudge.
that this year. Oh my
Make
god,
some fudge.
that's right. Let's see. Jago Kukin says, "F that fastback. It's time to put those kids to work." And Jamal says, "I didn't want Link, but I got the demo. At least it's gets Shoryuken out of 10." I'm sorry. I'm so lost on that one. I'm sorry, Jamal. I apologize. I don't know what Shoryuken out of 10 means. Is that a new young thing to say? Sorry, I'm old, Jamal. I'm sorry. Anyways, the price increases, I think, are terrible. Terrible. They benefit absolutely nobody. They don't benefit the gamer. They don't benefit the audience they're trying to target. I think and I really think it's because they saw a 49% increase on PC. They're like, screw the console market. You know? Stop subsidizing it.
Or the cloud gaming.
Yeah, or the cloud gaming as well. You know, like it just is what it is, I guess, but it sucks. And now, you know, I was already picky with which controllers I bought for the collector's editions. Like I don't buy them all. I only buy the ones that really attract me. And now that they're $10 more expensive, it's gonna make me think again, even for $10.
Thank you for bringing that up. What happened with that Design Labs? Is it going to increase too?
No, Design Labs stays. Design Labs goes up. Yes. It's the adaptive controller that stays the same price.
Yeah, because man, if you're trying to get your own controller created by Design Labs, you are screwed. You are really screwed.
Yeah. And Jago Kukin makes the same point. Hardware should never go out when it's almost 5 years old. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Jago on that 100%. There's no reason for old chips outdated chips. Let's just be honest, right? 5 years have passed. These are old, outdated chips now to be more expensive.
That is crazy.
So yeah. So let's see. Glitter sings the song "I Want It All" and "I Want It Now." How does the song go? I don't know the rhythm of this song. Terry, sing it.
I'm not singing that, but I know the song. Yeah.
I don't know the song. Does anybody know how this rhythm goes?
YouTube it.
No.
Put on your.
I got Terry. I got Terry. Take it away, Terry.
Oh my God, no, my singing is terrible. No, you will lose viewership. No.
All right, we got 24 viewers. Let's put that to the test, Terry.
No, I cannot sing. It's so bad. No.
Yeah, just turn off your camera and just sing.
Just
like
think
nobody-
just think of a group of men in a cappella saying, "I want it all. I want it all." They repeat it a few times, and then they say, "And I want it now." They just, and then the beat kind of drops.
She just pretty much read the lyrics, so she doesn't want to sing.
That's how they do in the song, though. They had all the guys say it in unison, "I want it all," and they repeat it, and then they say, "And I want it now," and then that's when the music really kicks in. There isn't really any music to that part.
Okay, it's the Queen song. "I want it all and I want it now." Okay, and then Terry replies. All right, sing it, Terry. What's your reply?
I'm not singing it, but I'll say it. My response to Xbox's prices is, "I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that."
Oh my gosh, so great. Let's see. Doggy Dog says Switch 2 is a 7-year-old chips. Oh, Doggy. Oh, Doggy, you don't understand how much effort it takes to reduce that chip size. Let's see. Anyways, let's move it along. All right, so I don't think anybody agrees with these price increases at all. Like, chat, let me know if you know what. Let me ask the chat. Start a poll. How do you feel about Xbox price increase?
I think it's best for business. It's wonderful.
Then on top of that, then you have those crazy layoffs. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna get a bunch of layoffs. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let me think. What's something in the middle of the road? Oh, all right, I got it.
No, it's just funny that I heard what you say.
There we go.
But it's crazy how much they pay for
Chat.
pieces.
Chat, there's a poll. There's a poll in the chat, guys. Let us know how you feel about these price increases. Me, I think it's terrible for everybody. Terry, what do you think?
Yeah, it's good for business, but it's bad for the consumer. Is how I will say it. It's good for business, but it's bad for the consumer.
I don't see how it's good for business either, man. You're just
as long as they sell enough.
People are gonna know how good for business it is with their wallet.
It's like you said, as long as they sell enough to recoup the losses of the ones they haven't been selling, then it was good for business. But they have to actually sell enough to make up that loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Otherwise, it was bad for business and they were stupid.
I don't know. For me, it's good for business. You know why? Because I get the stuff that I want, and I don't care if I get broke. I just have what I want.
You don't care if you get broke.
What the heck, man? I care about. I will always choose my wallet over anything else. Always.
He's the guy that will choose to buy whatever it is he wants over paying his rent. That's what that is.
Yeah, I don't care.
Do I pay rent? Should I buy these new sneakers?
Hey, Shaddai doesn't even pay rent. We're paying his rent for him. He's in prison. He's just by the console.
Hey, it's either my entertainment first or being depressed inside a house doing nothing, just looking the four walls. So of course I would spend anything just to get my thing for entertainment.
You can
and
read a book,
deal with the
Shaddai.
rest.
Good grief.
Huh?
You don't have to sit there doing nothing. You can read a book. Good
Yeah,
grief.
you can read. I read.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to balance it out.
Yeah.
The landlords could wait.
So there you go. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. 9 votes so far. Oh, wait, let's see. 21 viewers. Come on, guys. Let us know how you feel. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the chat. I think it's terrible. So yeah. Yeah. I think that this is going to change some Xbox gamer habits a little more. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't get how can you, and I know that's their habit. How can you push away your customers like that? And I'm talking about more in general, because I know they do that with their Surfaces and whatever it is.
I have a
But
Surface and I love it.
I never had a Surface, but I'm curious on getting one. But
It's great. It's great.
I remember when I had my Microsoft phone and I liked it.
Yeah, I had my Microsoft phone too. Loved it too.
But
All right, here we go. That's good enough. Let's see. Terry, how does the chat feel about these price increases?
How do you feel about these price increases? 63%. It's terrible for everyone. 27%. It's best for business and gamers. And 9%. It doesn't affect me because I'm rich.
they're a bunch of frauds.
Well, they're all lying.
Yeah, best for business. They're frauds.
Let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. So, anybody got any final thoughts on this?
It sucks.
It does suck. All right, 3-hour show today, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. But that's gonna do it for today. Let me get this stuff off here.
Oh yeah, I do have one more thing to say.
All right, what do you got?
Let the twerking, going for the GTA 6.
There you go. All right.
It's a
Terry,
lifestyle.
what crime was better? What crime do you approve of the most? All right. Killing someone in Monaco or these price hikes? Which crime do you approve of the most?
Monaco. That doesn't hurt anyone.
All right. There we go, guys. That's going to do it for today's show. But, of course, we wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys, the chat. And that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to all of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. And with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm Axel1324.
I'm Cool Cat Terry.
And I'm Eternal Shaddai.
And we will catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.